What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. We'll be doing a live reaction and play-by-scoreboard chat for tonight's game, the San Antonio Spurs with Victor Wembanyama tonight versus the Washington Wizards. Wemby will be going against his old teammate, Bilal Coulibaly. I'm not sure how much will be on the floor at the same time tonight. Wemby, of course, we know is still on a minutes restriction. Looking at Coulibaly's stats, he's coming off the bench, so he might share the court a little bit, but it'll be interesting to see if they get to play against another one-on-one. And another story is, if you didn't know, Tyus Jones is on the Wizards. He's their starting point guard. Trey Jones is our starting point guard. Yes, they are brothers, so the Joneses will be going at each other tonight, so that should be a little story to watch. And last but not least, I was doing some thinking this week, and I think the Spurs really should do, before the trade deadline is up, and make a play for Jordan Hawkins. We should definitely make a trade for him and get some three-point shooting on the team.
Not happening, but I love the thought process.
Hey, it's your boy Rico. Good evening to you. Spur of the Moment, the Sports Critic. Good evening to you. Big weekend here for the NFL. 2 playoff games today, 2 playoff games tomorrow. And should be... I really don't care who wins, if I'm being transparent. I don't follow any of the teams. I probably won't be able to watch any of the games. Well, actually, I'll be at Hooters for UFC tonight, so I'll be able to watch whatever tonight's game is. I already forgot who's playing. I definitely want to watch the Chiefs and the Bills. I think that's tomorrow night's game. That one I'll tune into for sure. I think we have a chance to, the Sports Critic. The Wizards are a half game better than us. And if the Spurs win, they'll move to the 3rd worst team in the NBA. And some Spurs fans are not, they're like, no, we don't want to move up at all. But listen, the Spurs have been the 3rd worst team twice in my lifetime. I don't think they've been 3rd worst previously. If they were, so be it. But both times they were the 3rd worst team, they got the first pick overall. David Robinson and then, not David Robinson, Tim Duncan and then Victor Wembanyama. So if the Spurs were the 3rd worst team this year, could lightning strike again and the Spurs get the first overall pick again this year? Which, if that happened, there would be a lot of NBA fans hating the San Antonio Spurs if they got the first overall pick again after getting Victor Wembanyama. It would be crazy. I don't think that's going to happen, but Sanders' chance. We would have beat the Hornets with Wemby, but he wanted to play tonight because of Coulibaly. I respect that. What I don't like is that he's still on a minutes restriction and not playing back-to-backs. Hopefully that gets lifted very, very soon. Hopefully he's okay. That's the most important thing. 49ers and Packers tonight. That's right. Thank you, Amir. Appreciate it. RQ3, good evening. Chiefs and Bills. I'm very excited for that. Good evening to you, Leonardo. This is the Tank Bowl. Well, yeah, kind of. It is. Gabriel, what's up? Phil, I hope we get this win too. And Miss TSR said she liked your voice. Said you have a nice voice, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
What? Why are you saying thank you?
Wait, what? Oh, sorry. I was playing with the dog. I wasn't paying any attention to you.
I said that you said Phil has a nice voice.
Great voice. Yeah, we had a great time watching the video. Sorry.
Ah. No, this draft is nothing like this year's draft, but you know what? There's a couple players in there that I think could help the Spurs. Alexander Sarr, a player that a lot of Spurs fans want. We still need a starting point guard if that's the case. Nicole Topic, is that his name? I don't know if I'm saying the last name yet. Isaiah Topic. Isaiah Collier certainly looks like a prospect. So, I mean, there's a few good players at the top. Tank to trade back for Dillingham's a player that I've heard that you guys have mentioned before. Who I want to win the main event? You know what, Sports Critic? I'm kind of neutral. Both guys kind of have been douchey at different points in their UFC career. So, I mean, I really don't. I hope for a great fight. I mean, Strickland just destroyed Izzy. So, Duplessis, I always mess up his name. He's got his work cut out. I just hope for a good fight. Hang out with my buddy Jeff at Hooters, get some food, have a good time, make some jokes. That's all.
Just don't sit directly under the vent.
JJ Russell says, Wemby a bum. You must be... JJ's got to be any... You must be a Wizards fan, because anybody knows bums. It's Washington Wizards fans. I mean, you guys have been relevant in... have been relevant as the Wizards. Last time you were relevant, you were still the Bullets. Easy. Hey, Rich, which channel you're watching it? I'm watching it on NBA League Pass. This is not a nationally televised game. We only have one actual televised game left on the schedule. We have a plethora of games on NBA TV. I don't know how the Spurs season is going to be affected next year. I haven't done a video on it because I don't really understand the logistics, but Amazon Prime is going to show Spurs games next year, but I would have to think that's just in your market. Yeah, apparently there's going to be some games shown on Prime, but I would think that's only for people in San Antonio and Austin. I don't think that's going to affect me out here in Connecticut. If they do put games on Prime, it won't affect me because I'll still I have Amazon Prime and I have League Pass, so I'll still watch all the games either way. Stevie, 2 times, go Spurs, go to you. And let me get a little caught up on the chat here. Alex Sarr, who I don't, you know who that guy is? Okay. Cheers to you, old mate. Yeah, sports critic. The thing is though, with fighting, I don't have to like their views, if you will, outside the octagon. Just entertaining me in the octagon.
Hi, Greg.
Do you think Zach will remain on the bench now? Yes, he should be on the bench, David. I absolutely will not be happy. I don't see why Pop would bring him back in the starting lineup and bench Trey Jones. Strong Strickland to the gentleman and a scholar. Okay. Yeah, I'm interested. And he said he will be off it. Yeah, he's been saying he's going to be off it very soon for a while now. When will then be now?
Yeah. Does he understand the definition of very soon, or is it not translating from French?
It's not. I don't know what's going on. Amir, so at Hooters, I don't eat meat, so I won't be getting any wings. My tried and true order is mozzarella sticks and French fries and a root beer, and it's usually $20 or $22. Jeff will be getting wings, maybe. Good evening to you, Greg. Jack, go Spurs, go to you. Somebody told me Wemby isn't doing enough and should average 30, 15, and 5. He isn't doing enough. He's not on a very good team. The Wizards' best player is a bench player on any other team. Matthew, so here's the deal with the NBA. All the games are on League Pass, except blackout games if you live in there. That goes without knowing what's saying. But if a game is on ESPN or TNT, it's not going to be on League Pass because they bought the rights to show those games. And then if it's on NBA TV, it's the same situation. So it's frustrating because I'd rather just have NBA League Pass and not have to order Sling to watch the games on TNT and ESPN. But Sling Orange is like $40 a month, so I get it during the season when I only needed it 1 month last year. Actually, I don't even think I got it last year. I needed it a couple months this year because the Spurs actually have televised games. H3 looking like the Texans will lose. I'm sorry, man.
What is that mascot?
The Wizards mascot.
It looks like Gonzo and a Smurf made it.
I don't know what that is. I'll go ahead and sports critic. I don't expect you to know that. I haven't eaten meat since 2003, so it's been a long time. Odyssey, good evening to you. Cowboy X Factor. Let's take the shackles off of Bart. Joshua, that's one thing that worries me. Barlow's been showing development. With Zach Collins back, does that mean Dominic Barlow's going to be getting little to no minutes?
That would be a bummer.
You already seen Sandro Mamushkelsvili he's not getting any minutes whatsoever. Granted, he hasn't been playing fantastic, but Barlow has been looking better, even hitting some threes. And it would suck if all of a sudden now, with Zach Collins back, he's not getting any minutes. But that's kind of the way the NBA is. Collins has the bigger contract. He's a vet, but he's going to get the minutes first. Your boy Jordan's experiencing that right now with the Pelicans. The guys that with vets and bigger. Well, I'm just saying. Oh, Cowboy X Factor likes you being here on the back day.
It's fun. I love to watch basketball, so it's fun to be here.
I am a pescatarian, Cowboy X Factor. If anybody's not familiar with that terminology, it's just a vegetarian that eats fish. So it's some people don't know that. By the way, for the first time this season, I am rocking the Wemby Grandma jersey. So hopefully Wemby plays great tonight. Contracts aren't with the paper they're printed on. Well, that's true too. Hopefully we have a good game tonight. I mean, I like the Spurs to win. Hopefully Kelman plays like he did last night. He was fantastic. Devin seems to have gotten out of his slump a little bit. And, for us to win games, it can't just be Wemby scoring. We need second options and third options. Trey's been scoring better as a starter. We'll see what happens tonight. You are pretty pesky. Nice. I see what you did there. The Wizards give up the most points in the NBA. Well, then, good.
Hopefully they'll give many up.
Odyssey, thank you for sharing. Well, let me know how this looks when you're stoned. You just see one fist or you see three? I was talking about that a little earlier in the stream, but the Spurs got the number 1 pick again. One, it would be incredible. It would be absolutely ridiculous to get back-to-back first-round picks. I thought your Magic did that in the 90s, but somebody corrected me. You guys had the first with Shaq, and then was it the third with Penny? In my mind, you had back-to-back number 1 overall picks, but I guess that's not the case. If that happened, you would have so many fans hating us of the franchises that are near the bottom. Wizards fans, Pistons fans would be absolutely livid. I would love to see it happen, of course, as a Spurs fan. Would you help out Lakers get Murray if we need to take on D'Lo? Would we help the Lakers for them to take on DeJounte Murray? No. You have gotten first picks back to back. Was it Shaq and Penny? I think one of my side sense is Bear. He's not. No, he's actually laying down. He's actually passed out right now. Odyssey saw 5 fists coming at him. Isabel, welcome back. Did you miss anything? Just immature humor. No, they had back-to-back and traded the second one to number 3 for Penny, but they did. Oh, they did. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Stevie 2 times. This is a large, and it fits me fine. The Kelvin jersey, the other one I wear on the streams, the next large. That one's a little looser, but both fit me perfectly. Y'all should. No, I saw how mad Pistons fans were Kokushiba with the 5th round overall pick. Believe me. That's right. You took Weber and traded for Penny. I totally forgot about that. D'Angelo Russell. Mars, good evening. Players are on the court, and away we go. This game started, well, actually, we've just been talking. It's on NBA League Pass for me. Yeah, Sports Critic, that's the only team I can think of as well. Devin Vassell, Victor Wembanyama, Trey Jones, Julian Champagnie, and Jeremy Sohan for the Spurs, and we're going to have a quick foul. Jones, Poole, Bagley, Advia, and Kuzma for the Wizards, who I expected to be starting, so that makes life a little easier.
Isabel, I'm so glad you're with us tonight, this morning for you.
Yeah, this morning. It's 12:11 in the morning for her. Physique, good evening to you. We can win this, and, well, we turned the ball over already. Jones, Vassell, Wembanyama, Champagnie, and Sohan, they put the starting lineups, which I was right anyway looking at. I was reiterating it, apparently. The Wizards lineup roster has changed so much. I looked at my roster from them from the end of 22. It was the last time I called a game for them. As we're going to have a drive to the hoop, and that is good. That was a tough shot by Bagley. The Wizards roster has been completely overhauled, completely from what I had. Jones with the alley-oop to Wemby, and he alley-oop laid it up. It wasn't quite a dunk.
I'm not quite sure what that was, but it went in, and that's what matters.
He was trying to do a reverse jam. It was a little off. Well, a miss by Kyle Kuzma, and it's going to be Spurs ball. Missed on the 3. Thank you, Amir. Appreciate it.
Nice to see Wemby in a jersey on the court.
Besides Wemby, who's playing well? He is.
A minute into the game?
No, he means in general, I think. Oh, Dragon. Rockets 83-84. Ralph Sampson and Hakeem Olajuwon. Okay. They try another oop to Wemby. It's going to get knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Spurs. I didn't realize they have back-to-back number 1s with Sampson and Olajuwon. I totally forgot about that. Dang. Yeah, they were supposed to be twin towers in the 80s, and then they give it to Wemby on the inbound pass. Can't get the alley-oop. It is still Spurs ball. Sampson cannot stay healthy at all. I mean, Olajuwon, of course, blossomed into one of the greatest centers of all time. Sampson just now a memory. And not a good one. That's a miss for Sohan. It's going to be Wizards ball. 2-2 as both offenses coming out a little sluggy. Sluggy McDormand. Well, as soon as I say that, though, Denny Avdija drives to the baseline and throws it down hard on our Spurs, 4-2.
Celtics and Pistons are tied game right now?
Really? The Pistons might beat the Celtics. Wemby loses the ball in the paint, gets it back, and does a jump hook that misses everything and hits the backboard.
Leonardo, how far into the game are they?
That sounds third quarter. It is Wizards ball. They are up 4-2. This 3-point attempt is way short by Marvin Bagley, the third. He's got great hair, though. So, I mean, there's that. Wemby with the ball right now, pick and roll. Gets it back to Sohan. Sohan in the paint gets rejected. Or the ball knocked out of his hands. Whatever it is, the ball is gone. Avdija misses down the other end as he gets all sorts of sloppy with the ball. There's some ugly basketball right now, which shouldn't be a shocker with 2 really bad teams. And now Trey Jones gets blocked. And it's going to be a goaltend. Yep. 4-4. Showing a replay of Wemby throwing the ball at the backboard. I wonder if he thought he was in range for a dunk, and then when he went for it, he realized that I'm not anywhere near it. Most underrated players in NBA history? Bagley would have lay up in the paint 6-4. But Mano's in the Hall of Fame. Can we really call him underrated? He also won 6th Man of the Year. I don't think people underrate Manu Ginobili. Personally. Champagnie for 3. Julian Champagnie coming out and hitting a shot. We need that. Larry Bird and Kevin McHale were picked 6 and 3. Those were steals. Not bad. Jacob Frederick, thank you for stopping in. You don't see the Spurs game? It's on, Leonardo. Spurs and Wizards. I'm watching it on there. Devin Vassell for 3. Spurs are heating up. I'm happy when Champagny makes a shot because, let's be honest, the struggle's been real this year. And he's in the starting lineup, so we need a lot more out of him. Hopefully we get more moving forward. It is Wizards ball. Right now they are down 10-6. An alley-oop to Bagley, and an alley-oop kind of tap-in layup is good, 10-8. Marvin Bagley is, I think he's got 6 of the Wizards' points, or maybe he has all 8 of their points. He is scoring a lot right now for Washington.
You're going to have to figure out how to shut him down then.
Right? Jones outside, gets it to Wemby. Wemby's going to miss the alley-oop dunk. Wow! Fast break for the Wizards, and that dunk is not missed. Danny Abija again. Wemby struggled with the alley-oops. Random kid, welcome back.
No, he should have played last night.
Penalty Huber, what's going on?
Apparently he hasn't played in too long.
He looks rusty. Vassell for 3. Devin Vassell.
Pineapple power.
Why are you wearing your Devin Vassell jersey?
I can go put it on.
No, you don't have. Maybe you're just actually playing better with you not wearing it.
Okay, then keep it up.
You don't want to break the karma now that it's already here. That runner of paint is no good. The tip back is no good, and it is Spurs ball after the miss.
Just want you to know, bear side heavily.
Wemby with the alley-oop to Sohan.
Oh, that was pretty.
And a timeout by the Wizards.
That was really pretty.
Thunder Dunk of Justice.
Oh, I hope they replay that. That was nice.
They probably
looking.
will. If Monty was on another team, he would have been a starter and possibly put up Kobe numbers, so that sense he may be underrated. Interesting take. Trade Wemby. He's missed 2 close ones. That's up a high. Wemby showing his point Wemby skills with that alley-oop to Mr. Sohan. And we have a timeout. The Spurs are up 15-10. And Devin Vassell off to a good start. He has, I believe, 6 points. He's hit a couple threes. He does have 6 points. Everybody on the Spurs has scored. For the Wizards, it's just Bagley and Avija. Bagley with 6 in it. Is it Avija or Avija? He's got 4. Nobody else has scored. Tyus Jones does have 3 assists already, though. And that is Trey Jones' brother. And Trey Jones has 3 assists already. Well, the brother's battling tonight.
Mama Jones is there because that would be fun.
I don't know if Mama Jones is there. And who does she root for? The offense?
I think she just roots for both her babies.
Just root for the offense? Just root for the offense. And be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. Boop. Advija. Okay. Aurello, thank you for stopping in. 7-4 throwing lobs is off-putting. Why? He can see everybody and get the ball to everybody.
That's true. Oh, maybe Papa Jones is there. Hey, Carlos.
Carlos Sheeter, good afternoon to you. Papa Jones. Maybe Mr. Jones and me are there. Mr. Jones and me. Had no idea Bagley left Sacramento. I mean, Meltano, I did not know the Wizards roster until I pulled it up tonight. They've made a lot of changes. Oh, it isn't fair? Well, it is what it is. Ron, good evening to you. Hopefully Spurs win-loss record is 22-60. That'd be the same as last year, wouldn't it, Benjamin? I want it to be at least 21-61. Why, you may say 21-61? Because the worst team of all time is 20-62. I've mentioned it before on the channel. I don't want that label attached to these guys.
No, that would be bad. Carlos, how's the weather down there?
I'm having a good Wemben day, are you? I'm wearing a Wemben grandma jersey tonight. Oh, you didn't know? Bow, 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 no. You're a double S, better call somebody! Thank you, Isabel. Ron, doing good. Looking good. Feeling good. Yes, point Wemmy tonight in the house. Been a good start-ish. First minute or so was a little rough for both teams, but offense is starting to come around. We are okay over here. Wow, that's a good game, 65-34.
We even watching updates on.
No, not the worst. Well, I don't want to have the worst Spurs record in franchise history. That's what I really don't want. I think that was Tyus Jones who's gotten the paint and hit the shot. Wemby with a triple-double. Wemby has 2 assists already? All right, I'm on board with that. 15-12, Spurs up. My clock is way behind. We'll get it fixed. Wemby with the layup in the paint, good. Spurs up 17-12. Another triple-double would be great, though.
Yeah, it would.
Son of Scar, I'm going to Hooters after this game. And Wemby with a block in the paint on Jordan Poole. No. Spurs on the fast break. Sohan in the paint. He gets blocked. Is that another goaltend? It is. Okay. Wemby's going wild. And now Pop's probably going to pull him out. Not yet. He's not pulling him yet. Yeah, you can't do that. I don't think that was going in, but you can't hit it after its way down. I don't think that was going in. At all. Sohan's been spending a lot of his time on his back lately. Doing what?
I think he's been spending more time on his stomach. He seems to be spending a lot of time laying.
That was not going in, Joshua. That was a total break. And Sohan's layups have been awful this year. But you can't hit the basket. You can't interfere with the ball, even if it's not going on its way down. That's why the goaltend's going to stand. I mean, those are the rules. Love them or hate them. All right, Wizards ball down by 7. Is that Bagley for 3?
Mm-hmm.
Dang, that man's on fire tonight. And such good hair. Wemby with the ball. Going to start to drive, gets baseline. And passes it right to Tyus Jones. He was trying to hit, I think, Sohan. Sohan was not ready for the pass. We have a wide open 3 for Jordan Poole. Bing, bong, no good. Wemby with the rebound. He'll bring it up the court for San Antonio. Gets it. I was going to say sprints up the court, but just more of a long. Wow, why is he taking this 3? Oh my gosh, it was an air ball.
He wasn't even. He was a mile away.
Way too far. I do not like that shot at all by Wemby.
What's happening?
He was, 3 or 4 feet behind the arc, just brought up and then launched a 3. I don't get that,
There was no
shot.
reason. Trey was open right there.
Rules are rules, exactly. Not his best shot.
Not as special.
And Zach Collins is checked in, which means Dominic Barlow's playing time might be back to minimal. Tyus Jones got the layup in the paint, by the way. It is Spurs ball. Trey Jones with the ball gets it out to Champagne for 3.
And it's good.
Where's this been all year, you bunghole? He's been playing good lately. Ball's going to get knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with Washington. 5:18 to go in the first quarter. It's your part. Thank you for stopping in. I went to Hooters one day in Florida in 2008. My last time was not wow food, but was okay food. Carlos, I get mozzarella sticks and French fries and a root beer. So I mean, you can't.
Hard to mess that
It's
up.
hard to mess that up. Ooh, that was Bilal Coulibaly with the huge dunk in the paint. Wemby's former teammate, so they're not sharing the floor. Figures. He's right. He's got headband power. Marcelo driving the paint out to Trey Jones. Trey's going to take a 3 over his brother and missed it.
That's cute.
No, there's no defense at all in this game. I mean, these teams both suck on defense. The Wizards, I think you guys told me, give up the most points in the league, and our defense is nothing to write home about. Kyle Kuzma, a little jumper in the paint, good, 22-21. Love to see Wemby take a long 3, a lot of time left on the shot clock. There's no sarcasm there whatsoever. Vassell pull-up jumper from the free throw line is good.
Pineapple power.
Pineapple power.
I can't unsee it.
I can't either. Bagley in the paint, and he's going to get all sorts of fouled. My friends, if you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do so. It does help the channel. Fast, refunded, nutritious, and delicious. And it looks like this. And if you're new here, we have a wonderful sports community. We'd love to have you join the channel. Hit the old subscribe or Rooney button, which I don't see on the screen. Where's the subscribe thing's not there?
It meant a commercial, so we can't tell.
The subscribe thing is not on the screen.
Yeah.
There it is. I brought it back. Somehow it got under the camera. Free throw for the Wizards is good, and we're going to have some substitutions. Bagley's at the line for Tool. Why is Marvin Bagley cooking? Exactly. Caps 210 says he knew he was getting taken out, so he tried to get a shot up. And you might be right. You might be 100% accurate with that.
That makes perfect sense.
He said, I'm coming out of the game. I'm getting one more shot up before I'm on my butt. Vassell's been a little bit. He was good yesterday, and he's been good tonight. Malachi Brick Branham is in the game right now. Collins gets the ball to Collins. Collins pull up jumper in the paint is good. Malachi played 8 minutes last night, had 1 rebound, and that was it. He was so awful in the first half. Pop benched him. And you know what? At this point in the season, I'd rather see Blake Wesley running the backup point guard than Malachi Branham.
Yeah.
That layup in the paint is good. Didn't see who shot it because I was not looking at the shooter. And Kelvin turns the ball over. Man, he's been a bit of a turnover machine lately. Fast break. And the layup is no good by Tyus Jones. We're going to have a whistle. Probably 2 more free throws. New Spurs fan here. Love the channel. Why doesn't Pop give Doug more minutes? He seems pretty solid from 3. Penalty cube where it's going to be Collins and JR _ his defense. Dougie's defense is awful. He's great moving off the ball, causing defenders to chase him. He's a very efficient 3-point shooter. His defense is atrocious. I think that's one of the reasons he's not getting more playing time. Tyus Jones' free throw is good. I told my son I was going out for milk just to watch TSR Sports. Malachi catching straight from Richmond. Look, I like Malachi. I'm rooting for him. I really am. But, man, except for a few moments here and there, he's not been good this year. He just hasn't. I'm optimistic, but I got to keep it realistic. And if somebody's playing bad, then I got to say they're playing bad. And Malachi's not been good. Hey, Blake Wesley's checked in the game for the Spurs. I do like seeing Blake getting some playing time. His defense has been on point as of late. And now a foul on the Wizards. I had caldo de pescado earlier.
Ooh, fish soup.
Fish soup, okay.
Yum.
Blake over Trey. I'm not ready for that yet. He still has a lot of things he needs to work on. He's an abysmal free throw shooter and hasn't hit a 3 all year. But he has been playing good defense. He is a little bit bigger than Trey. He's 6'3" instead of 6'1". Chetty Osmo with 12. He's checking and gets his Collins. Collins spins around the paint, and the layup's going to bing-bong around and finally go in. Just a little tall. Wesley is very, very fast. He's gotten his speed back pre-named. He can fly.
Yeah.
He can absolutely fly up the court. It is Wizards ball. They are down by 1. And now another whistle. These refs are calling a lot of fouls tonight. I don't like that. Optimistic, realistic TSR is so terrific. Thank you, Caps U10. Wemby leaves, and so does our offense and defense. The Ravens are up 31-10. Well, that game's over. Jordan Fool. Carlos. Daniel Barry, good evening to you. I'm optimistic, but I have to be realistic. I like that, Rich. Thank you. Right, look, that's one of my models on this channel. Calvin will put the ball right now for the Spurs. Pass it out to Chetty Osman. 10 on the shot clock. Back to Kellen Johnson. We'll dish it in to Zach Collins. Collins going to take the long jumper, and that is no good. Wild Colabelli with the rebound. Now, I'm interested to see Ball because I thought the Wizards reached on him a bit. I think he was drafted, 7th, 8th, or 9th, and a lot of people thought he was going to go like 14, 15, 16. Another foul. I don't like these refs at all. I'm being realistic and not optimistic with the refs. I don't like all the fouls they're calling.
They've been whistle happy.
They've been very whistle happy, and that's one thing I don't.
It kind of balances out last night when they couldn't call anything until the 4th quarter.
It slows the game to a crawl, and I don't like calling free throws because there's really nothing to say. Yeah, Caps 10, I like what I'm seeing from Ball right now. I thought we could possibly get him. It was a pipe's dream at the 20th pick, or then maybe we move up a little bit, and then when the Wizards snatched him as a lottery pick, I was like, okay. So far, I guess maybe he's paying off. I don't know. I haven't seen him until tonight. Blake, point guard, sets the tone for others. We really don't need a trade. Surprised we lost so much. I don't think we're going to make a big trade. I know some Spurs fans are saying Trae Young. Other Spurs fans are saying DeJounte Murray. Other Spurs fans are saying Chris Paul or insert vet name here. I don't think anything's going to happen on the point guard end. Was it Kokoshibo? I saw something on that, Joshua, and I didn't watch the video, but I saw Rasheed Wallace saying something negative about the NBA. I didn't really realize he was saying it's a gimmick. I do think there's too many fouls. I think there's way too much three-point shooting.
Oh, so
and the ticky-tack fouls. I mean, the size of the fouls, you just can't defend people anymore. I'm not expecting hand-checking to come back, but man, some of these light itty-bitty fouls, like the NFL, the quarterback gets sneezed on sometimes and they're throwing a 15-yard penalty, and it's like, what are you supposed to do? Anthony Bustamante says the Spurs should go hard for DeJounte Murray. Would you give back Atlanta all the picks they gave us? for DeJounte? I wouldn't. Personally, I just wouldn't. I love defense too, Joshua, but it's non-existent in today's NBA.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you have some great defensive players, but I mean, you look at like my boy David Robinson in his heyday. He was blocking 4 shots a game. Akeem Olajuwon was blocking 4 shots a game. Dikembe Mutombo was. And Wemmy's leading the league right now at like 3.1. And the reason 3 blocks a game leads the league these days and has for the last decade is people aren't going to the paint as much. You have so many people launching threes, you're not going to get as many block shots from guys launching threes. Sure, Wemmy's blocked some threes here and there, but you're going to get a lot more blocks when you're in the paint than you are out beyond the arc. Eric, I did a video on that. I did a YouTube short on that. It's only like 15 seconds long. So if you're interested in my thoughts, I sort of actually just kind of trolled the Cowboys.
Aww.
What?
They have the two Victor and Bilal talking about each other.
Can you actually hear them?
Barely, but yeah, it was really sweet.
I'm not giving up the hot picks. Yeah, I mean, if they completely rebuild Glazing Baking, those picks are going to be very viable. Yeah, John Murray had 2 game winners in a row. Is that the word? I think I heard. Right, Greg? Remember we would hold teams to like 77 points back in the day? Ah, the good old days. Those were the good old days. Octane met Sandro Mamakeliashvili at his local Pizza Hut last week. No drama, no bad vibes between players.
Yeah.
By the way, 2 free throws for the Wizards. Patrick Baldwin Jr. makes the first one. Or misses the first one, makes the second one. My apologies. Coach, I'm sure he has the most blocked threes in the NBA, no doubt. But, I mean, you're not going to block 5 shots a game just blocking threes. A lot of his work is done in the paint. Keldon with the ball right now, drives to the paint, throws up a very awkward working layup, misses it, gets it back, and gets the putback. At least he was able to score 30-28 in a relatively high-scoring first quarter with 2 minutes to go. It is a Wizards ball. We'll have a drive, and another foul. Oh, my God, I hate these refs. I hate these refs. Look at this guy's hair.
I'm more interested in his purple sneakers.
Is he wearing purple sneakers?
Yeah.
Who is that with that hair? 55. That is DeLon Wright.
He's all rocking the headband power, too.
He is rocking headband power. Wizards are in the bonus, and they're calling a lot of fouls. There's been rumors that gel scene, it's not really around anymore. There was that little stretch there where people were putting up videos with the Spurs blatantly missing a wide open Wemby. Champagnie was guilty of that. Sohan's been guilty of it. A lot of players. Kelman, Devin, they were just missing him, and people were thinking there's some bad vibes. People are jealous of Wemby, so that's not why they're passing it to him. I just think we're just a bad team. Both free throws are good.
Did you see the sneakers?
Wow, those are very purple.
I know, I love them.
There's a lot of headband power on the court, and that's an interception by headband power. DeLon Wright into the paint layup good. I think we have 4 headband powers out there right now. That's a lot of headband power.
Headband power is
1,
strong.
2, 3, 4, 5. That's the same combination of my match luggage. Osman for 3. I didn't realize there were 5 headbands out there. There's a lot. We have 2 headbands, Branham and Collins, and the Wizards are rocking 3. All right. Well, you got your headband. You got to do what you got to do, right? That drive in the paint is good. And that was... Who dat? I don't know who that is. I couldn't see who that was for the Wizards, but he just scored a bucket in the paint. Keldon Johnson will drive in the paint himself. There was a high off the glass, no good. Zach Collins with the offensive board. The putback is no good. Come on, Keldon. What's going on in the paint here? You can't seem to finish at all. Pull up 3 down the other end is no good because chucking threes is what we do by Corey Crisper.
All right, Chetty, bring it up.
Chetty over to Keldon. Keldon spins around in the paint, throws up another one off the glass. Keldon is
That one's good.
being very aggressive off the bench tonight.
Isabel, that is not a thing anybody says in sports.
God, I love this ref. Wemby needs a headband?
No, Wemby does not.
No,
need
he
a
doesn't.
headband.
It is Wizards ball.
Wemby
Pittsburgh going to
needs
drive in the
to
paint. Falls down. Turnover. Spurs ball. Wesley sprints up the court. Gets it to Branham. Branham gets the
There
layup.
you go.
Look, do you see that Blake Wesley speed? The prune with the McDormat. Paul, what's going on, man? Never mind DeJounte Murray. I was a big fan of the junkie talked about. Yeah. I don't think they're going to bring him back either. He said a lot of nonsense. That's a miss. Brandon with the rebound. Spurs can hold for the last shot. Cullen's been attacking the rim hard. Granted, with mixed results, but it's nice to see him in attack mode. Brandon standing on the Wizards logo. 37-35. It's going over, you dummy!
That was horrible.
Jordan pulled into the paint with the layup. Malachi, shake my head is right. Seriously, dude?
Oh, that broke my little. That play definitely broke me a little.
Dang it, Malachi. I'm rooting for him, and man, he just
cannot seem to.
He can't get it together this year. He'll have one nice play once in a while, but this year he's just.
What year was he drafted?
2 years ago, 22.
2 years ago?
He's his second year, but he's statistically down across the board on mostly everything. He's regressed.
Is he on a straight contract or a two-way?
Rookie contract. Regular rookie contract.
I feel like we should send him down and let him.
I'm rooting for him, but man, the struggle's been real.
Oh, the struggle's real.
This is a very high-scoring quarter, Ichibai Rico. I mean, neither team plays defense. I know, Greg, it doesn't. I do jinx this. Whenever I say we can hold for the last shot, guess what happens? We turn the ball over. Brandon is not a point guard. We got cooked by Jordan Poole and Marvin Bagley. Yep.
True story.
Jedi, good evening too. Malachi not all in, needs to hit the weights. He was the Joshua. Was he the 22nd overall pick in 2022?
He was a first rounder?
Yeah. We had 3 first rounders.
Oh!
We drafted Jeremy Sohan at 9th. I think Brandon was 20 or 22nd, and Blake Wesley was 26. My mind's a little rusty on the exact.
Oh.
Enzo, good evening, my friend. It's been a while. Hope you're doing well. Stay blessed to you as well. Garrett Whip, Blake Wesley's a point guard. Blake's a point guard. He's a point guard. Honestly, I would give Hawks Chetty Osman, Doug, Devontae, and one Atlanta Hawk pick for DeJounte Murray. They're not going to want. Those are 2 vets on an expiring contracts. That's not the direction the Hawks are going in. Whatever happened, I don't know, random kid, whatever happened. Enzo throwing up the beep. Wish Kawhi didn't leave us. Well, Kokoshiwa, that messes all up. All right, it was, okay, oh, it's 25. All right, C-Squared, thank you. Sohan at 9, Branham at 20, Blake at 25. I was a little off on the numbers. I was in the ballpark, but I obviously got it wrong, so thank you. Ravens Super Bowl? Possibly. Miss TSR sounds like me every draft the last years except for the Win Me Out pick. I mean, this year was Wemby and City Sissoko. Last year was Sohan, Branham, and Wesley, and those 3 have not quite turned into the players we thought they were going to as of yet. The year before was Joshua Prima and Joe Wieskamp. Enough said. It's because neither, not a team. So yeah, there's been some struggles. A lot of fans are still a little sour about Demisel being drafted before Tyrese Halliburton. Kispert for 3, no good. I think he's going to line for 3. These refs cannot stop calling the fouls. And we're not on the advantage side of this, by the way. The Wizards have been going the line a lot tonight. We haven't. I want to send Chetty and Doug to Philly for first. They deserve those shooters to get over the hump. Is that what I haven't followed the 76ers. Is that what they really need, Cap 210? Do they just need some shooters on the floor? Our bench is 4-5-5. Wesley, Branham, Kellen, Osman, Collins. Throw face. First free throw is good.
Oh, look. His eyes are open. Is he watching?
Oh, she's picking on Pop. Bob, Fleming, good evening to you. Cap 10, I did not like the Joshua Primo pick because, well, number one, I never heard of the freaking guy when we drafted him. I am not the college basketball aficionado, and let's say my girlfriend is. But I have the draft board up, so I know who's expected to be picked around that number. What, like the Spurs. Jalen Duren was available, but Jeremy Sohan, I knew was going to be an option at 9. He picked Sohan, and I'm like, okay, it is what it is. He made all 3, by the way. Joshua Primo, I did not have him on my draft board at all because he was expected to go in the mid-20s. There's no reason to scout him or even... I hated that pick. Wemby with the ball in the paint, turns it over. Victor Wembanyama with the $3 super chat says, Rich, thank you for being you. Go Spurs, go forever. Thank you so much, Wemby. Appreciate that. Here's a Go Spurs, go for you. Thank you for your support. I bet Primo will win a championship this year with the Clippers. You know, if the Clippers win it, he will be an NBA champion. Layup in the paint is good. I didn't see who scored that for the Wizards. I was looking at the super chat. My apologies, but it is 41-37. Keldon with the ball right now, drives the paint. The little jumper is good. And Keldon, uber aggressive at the rim, and one. How's Victor sending a dono mid-game? Because Kokoshibo, he's that damn good. Keldon with 6 points on 3 of 5 shooting. Keldon being very aggressive. Only 5 shots. I think he's taking more than that. It feels like Keldon's taking more than 5 shots, doesn't it? I gave him a chance with Primo because his name was Joshua. Primo would have been a cool jersey for me. Because I'm Primo. I see what you did there. Yeah, but you don't want to be associated with whipping out your wingy wangy, do you?
Yeah,
that's not a good look. That pull-up jumper is good. Is that Landry Shamet with the jumper? I think that was. Corey Hugh, I remember being with the Clippers for the longest time. Spurs ball. Kellen drives in the paint, misses everything. And that's going to be Wizards ball. Wizards are up by 4. Quick pull-up 3 down the other end. Oh, boy. That's the biggest lead of the game for Washington. Is Pop calling a timeout? Yes, he is.
As he should.
If Packers beat the San Francisco 49ers, Cowboys fans should chill. Well, I see what you're saying there. Speaking of wingy wongies, I've been watching Gen V on Amazon Prime, which is boys spin up. I was telling my girlfriend about it. Man, those writers, they really like to have men's junk in it and have them explode or just do weird things. I'm just like, I love the boys, but man, at this point, I'm like, you know what? I just want to see the superheroes. I don't need the exploitation. And I was telling her some of the scenes I've been in there.
Yeah.
Like a few of the scenes felt very exploitive. I'm like, that's not what I'm looking for. It's not entertaining. It's awkward and gross sometimes, like exceptionally gross. I don't want to see a guy's thing explode in camera. And I saw that and I was like, that's. And you guys are like, why are you bringing that up? I'm saying if you decide to watch Gen V, because I'm talking about liking the show, there are scenes in there that are very cringe and disgusting. And I don't think the show needs it. I think The Boys has a big enough following now. They can just, the uber violence probably needs to be there because that's part of their thing. The superheroes are, if you haven't watched the show, not exactly super. They're not the nicest people. Stopping bad guys isn't just, like Spider-Man arresting them, leaving for the East. Stopping bad guys is ripping them into parts. So, whatever. Calling in collab with, I have no idea who that is, JBG. Zite? I got nothing there. Okay, so we beat the Pistons. The Pistons beat Washington, but we're losing to Washington. Explode like bang explode. Joshua, there's a girl that has blood powers on the show, and she made it. It was. I didn't enjoy it. Madam Web's getting a TV. Wait, Madam Web's getting a movie? No wonder why her comic is going up. I have no interest in this though. That is such a small character in the Marvel universe.
Well, so was what's his face before the first movie?
Iron Man. Iron Man was Iron Man has his own comic run, and it's had for decades. Madam Web has not been around since the '60s and had a long standing comic run like he did. Now the movie might be great, but phase 4 or 5 or whatever we're in for Marvel, I'm not exactly crazy.
I have not been bowled over.
So, I mean, out of this phase, the only movie I've really liked was Spider-Man, the multiverse one. I forgot what it's called. That was great.
We still have to watch the Ant-Man.
We still have to watch Ant-Man 1, which I've heard mixed things on. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was okay.
Yeah, we did like that, yeah.
Spider-Man 3 was okay. Or no, actually, Spider-Man 3 was great. Don't get me wrong. I undersold that. But everything else has been just...
Oh, Blue Beetle is on our to-watch list. We haven't seen it yet.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Wemmy's going to get fouled. Man, I'm sick of these refs. I have not watched the Eminem documentary. Josh, you're right. I mean, I understand bringing in new characters, but something like a Madam Web, I think she should be introduced in a different movie. Well, Black Panther is a great example. They put Black Panther in Civil War. You got to know the character. You got to like the character. You saw Chadwick Boseman was excellent as a character. and then he gets his own movie. They're prepping you. They're getting you interested in the character. They're giving you some backstory. Madam Web, I don't think she's been. Champagny for 3, no good. That's the Champagny I know. Trey Jones gets the offensive board, gets it out to Chetty Osman. Osman back to Dougie. Dougie for 3. Hanks it in. We'll take it.
I can't believe he made that shot.
But I think Madam Web should have been in a movie before
we haven't been
getting her own series.
So we don't know that she hasn't been.
I don't think she has been. Has she? Has Madam Web been in a movie before getting her own movie? Wow, another 3 for the Wizards. The Wizards are up on us 49-42 as Landry Shamet hits another one. I think there's a good chance.
That was good.
Was that a 3 for Champagny?
Yeah.
Okay, it's raining 3s. Very good chance we trade McDermott. I think.
Don't say that was Veronica in the chat.
Madam Web is Sony, okay. Oh, did I miss your super chat yesterday, Carlos? Oh, no, I'm so sorry. I try not to miss those because I must have been signing off. What a huge block and it goes out of bounds. I am sorry, man.
Yeah, he's really careful not to miss those. It must have been right as he was signing out.
Dragon, I was wondering that Sony's just pulling Spider-Man related characters like Venom.
Ah.
But I would say more masses, people in the masses knew who Venom was as opposed to Madam Web. Venom is a major bad guy in the Spider-Man universe. Madam Web, I couldn't tell you anything about her.
Never heard of her before.
Hey, she had never heard of her. Champagny for 3. Nope.
Although, to be fair, I hadn't heard of Venom before the movies either. So.
Don't watch Blue Beetle. Trust me, it's not worth it. It's like watching Han Solo. Okay.
I'm still going to watch it. Sorry. I'll just watch it while I'm doing other things like brushing.
I think Champagny just got a block. It is Spurs ball. Trey Jones will bring it up for San Antonio. Kicks it out to another whistle.
What was that one?
Well, thank you, Carlos. Actually, I can replay the chat from yesterday. I just have to remember. Zach, go Spurs, go to you. Go to Spurs, go to everybody. Hope you're all doing well tonight. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do so as Wemby takes a 3 and misses a 3. But I would appreciate the thumbs up if you haven't done so already. Thank you very much.
Go Spurs, go!
Horrible.
Go Spurs, go!
I've not seen Morpheus. I've not heard good things.
I would go so far as to say he's unwatchable.
Bagley in the paint, fakes the pass, throws it up, and Wemby with a block. Bagley gets the ball back again, and then he hits the shot. That's a great example. Morpheus, a character in the Spider-Man universe that a lot of people have probably never heard of. Trey Jones just walked up and takes a 3. Why? Why is Trey Jones just walking up and launching a 3? What? Who? What? Why?
Instead of just launching 3s, how about we make some actual plays?
Danny Avdija drives in the paint.
We're doing okay.
And then he gets an easy dunk on the Spurs. I like Trey Jones, but just walking up and then just launching a quick 3. You are not Steph Curry.
Well, Wemby did that earlier too.
Wemby needs to stop jumpers, get in there. Their bigs are nobodies. I don't know why he's not in the paint more. I don't get it. And yes, Albert, we're shooting 3s and they're getting dunks. If Wemby doesn't make his first 3, just know that he's going to take 6 more and hit. Oh, I don't like Kokushiba. No. Carlos, the first one. Actually, I would rate them in that order. My favorite one is the first one, then the second one, then the third one.
I agree.
Some people like the third one over the second one. I'm not big on the Western.
Neither of them holds a candle to the first one.
I would agree.
Problem.
Just my opinion, I wouldn't draft a point guard under 6'6". Okay. So JPG, when I first started on YouTube as this channel, the channel started as a sports reaction. That was the original name, the sports reaction. And as the channel progressed, I was like, there's so many channels with the names with reaction. And yes, we are doing a reaction here, but it's also a live play-by-play, not just going, ooh, oh, wow, like a lot of reaction things. I'm actually, interacting with the chat and calling the game. And I've also started doing like regular news videos, analysis videos, whatever you want to call it. And it's like, well, I don't feel like this is just a reaction channel. So I didn't like having a reaction in the name, but a lot of people already call me TSR for short. Instead of calling me, hey, the sports reaction. It's like, hey, what's up, TSR? And I was like, you know what? Why just call it TSR Sports? And there you go. I'm not going to lie. This game is a final straw for me. If they get stopped by the Wizards, Queso King, final straw. You won't watch any more games this year? Original's always better. Well, Wemby, Here's what I'll say. Probably 99% of the time, you get the odd sequel that people think are better than the first. Sometimes I agree, sometimes I disagree. A lot of people, I mean, I do think Empire Strikes Back is better than Star Wars. Sometimes, depending on my mood, I prefer Nightmare on Elm Street 3 over Part 1. A lot of people prefer Terminator 2 over Terminator 1. So, I mean, there's the golden nugget out there where the sequel's better than the first, but it doesn't usually happen. Physique actually just put it in there, Terminator 2. That's...
You're right. This is like watching a game with friends.
I'll be there for you when the rain starts to fall. I'll be there for you when the Spurs lose them all. Cameron, go Spurs, go to you. Captain, actually, yes, Carlos. I did like...
Good call, good call.
Captain America 2. Actually, you know what? Not the second one, but I preferred Avengers Infinity War number 3 over the previous two. I like it more than Avengers 1 and 2, and that was the second sequel. That rarely happens where the second sequel, I think a lot of people prefer either Infinity War or Endgame over the first two. So-Am fakes a 3, takes off, gets into the paint. Little jump hook is good. Break into electric boogaloo. I mentioned that yesterday.
You did.
What was the guy's name? Was it Shabadoo, the main dancer? I think it was Shabadoo, something like that. He was a professional dancer. It is Wizards ball, 53-47. And Landry Shamit's going to drive in the paint and gets a difficult layup in traffic, 55-47. I agree. Disney is... I don't like how Disney's managing...
No, they're not
anything.
Managing those big properties well.
No, they're not. Trey Jones gets into Wemby. Wemby the paint, throws it up and in.
Yeah.
And is that an and one? It is. We'll get my clock correct.
Somebody's holding his nose. Who's that?
I mean, Disney. The problem with Disney is...
Did he get knocked in the nose?
I don't know. I think Disney saw a lot of dollar signs with the Marvel franchise.
Oh, yeah.
He did take a...
He took a big hit from Wemby.
Shamit just ate the people's elbow. I think Disney saw dollar signs with Marvel and then really went quantity over quality. Big time.
I think they did the same thing with Star Wars. Like
that's what I mean. Yeah, Marvel and Star Wars.
You oversaturate the market. And then
Ooh, C squared. That's a Dark Knight. I prefer the Dark Knight way more than Batman Begins.
Oh, good call.
I like Spider-Man 1 and 2 equally for different reasons, but Dark Knight, yes,
Dark Knight
that's a really good one. Wemmy misses the free throw. Do I like Jabba the Hutt? That's my Jabba. I don't know. Bagley with the ball. I'm going to drop it off to Kuzma. Kuzma just going to turn around and pull up for the J. Hits the J.
No, I'm so glad they didn't take Star Trek 2 because I don't want them oversaturating that. I love Star Trek.
She just finished Picard today.
Devastated.
Trey Jones
just finished Picard today.
Trey Jones gets over to Wemby. Wemby's going to drop it off to Vassell. I haven't said Vassell's name in a long time, have I? I really haven't. Wemby with the ball, thinks about the jumper, fakes the jumper, alley-oop to Sohan, and wow, Jeremy in heavy traffic with the Thunder.
Justice.
Play today.
It is. Point Wemby, I'm telling you.
They're communicating much better, the two of them.
What's
that court card experiment ended.
Wizards throw the ball out of bounds. It's actually tipped from a Spurs. It's going to stay with Washington. Disney also alienated half people and changed canon. They did a lot of things, Zach. I mean, they changed things that I have to keep it very simple, because this is sports, but Disney changed a lot of things and did a lot of things maybe that people didn't agree with in their movies.
Joshua Burns, that was a wonderful show, and I still binge watch it quite a bit.
I think we had an offensive foul on Bagley. What show? Oh, Next Generation.
Also, let's be honest, it has the best captain.
Physique, yes. Physique just dropped the going. Aliens over Alien. I agree. I prefer the more action-oriented Aliens over the more suspense thriller that Alien was. I agree 100%. Devin in the paint. Loses the ball out of bounds, and that's going to be turnover for the Spurs. I think he was trying to get to Wemby, and he could not get him. Disney might one of the biggest fallouts ever. Yeah, random kid, I don't really want to mention, but they brought some political stuff into movies, which maybe they shouldn't have, and then just changing characters. the quantity thing too was bad too.
It's the quantity thing that drives me nuts.
The quantity thing just
It needs
forcing
to be quality.
Yeah, quality, which is what Marvel was, and then Disney got it. And when did Disney get Marvel? I think it was at the halfway through the Avengers run, so maybe the movies were already written, but man, they just bad with the ball, drives in the paint, lose the ball, it's turnover for the Wizards, and then they just call it a late whistle.
Oh.
Gosh, dang it. I might be on the Wizards, but still, these refs are still calling a lot of fouls. Has Wemby on a triple-double watch? I can't remember if Rudy Gobert was that skinny or not. When he started, Art, I don't know. I don't remember how big Rudy Gobert was when he came in the league. Giannis was very thin when he came into the league, and Wemby's coming out. But, he seems like he's getting a little more minutes tonight. Wesley flies in the paint and finishes at the rim, and that's where Wesley sucked last year. Is he would get in the paint and just looked like...
He just tripped and then tripped that guy.
He looked like he didn't really know what to do when he got in the paint. He was kind of just making decisions on the fly, and I think that's why he got blocked a lot, because his body was not in a good position. His defender was right there. So Blake has definitely improved, and yeah, he definitely just tripped Tyus Jones.
Well, he tripped and then fell into and tripped him.
Disney bought Marvel pre-pandemic. It was 2019, Damian? So yeah, the best Marvel stuff was already out at that point.
Do you think Trey was like, "Don't trip my brother"?
I don't think he was like that. Probably said, "Trip that bastard. He took my lunch money." That pull-up jumper is good. Swish, kill the pitch. 59-53. Jordan Poole with the J. Blake Wesley bringing it up for the Spurs. Gets it over to Zach Collins. Collins out in three-point land. Back to Devin. Devin thinks about the three. Back to Collins. Back to Devin. Devin's going to fly in the paint, and nobody is there. The defense parted like the Red Sea for the no.
Underdog of justice.
Oh, actually, it's 2009? Disney bought Marvel Entertainment for $4 billion in late 2009, bringing an entire multiverse of IP with them, while some have criticized the quality of the MCU.
Isabel, you crack me up. You make me laugh so hard.
All right, I've not read anything about Wendy having a heart issue.
And if that was true, it would be all over everything.
Sony does own Spider. I didn't realize they had him since 2009. I don't know when they went off the rails then with the franchise, because everything was so. I mean,
can't get over that one-handed free throw.
Hey, he shoots around 80% with it.
I know it's great.
So I think also what hurt Disney is they had an amazing story arc with the whole Avengers storyline, with all the tie-ins with Captain America movies and Black Panther and Iron Man, and just that Avengers storyline was so amazing that I think instead of stopping for a bit, they saw dollar signs. They kept trying to put out movie after movie after movie, and it failed. Failed miserably. It is Wizards ball. Only a 2-point game. Ooh, that three-pointer just hit the side of the backboard. Was that Tyus Jones with that three?
Yeah.
That was oogly. Spurs can tie. I'm not going to say anything. Whenever I say the Spurs can do something, they don't do it. So I'll just shut up.
Stop.
Sewing in the paint, the little jump hook is a little short, gets his own miss. Out to Kellen Johnson. Kellen fakes a three, instead takes off, tacks the rim, and throws it up, and he's going to get fouled. Kellen going to line for two. Marvel's greater than the DC? Well, yes. The DCU was a disaster. The DCU is actually officially done.
Have been horrible.
Justice League was terrible. I'm probably in the minority. I enjoyed Superman versus Batman.
Oh.
Except for I thought it was too long, and Doomsday's in it. That whole action would have been in there, but I thought introducing Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman was awesome. Wonder Woman Part 1 was awesome. Kellen's first three that was good. They did make a few good movies, but overall, the DC was garbage.
Awful.
Well, Carlos, I hope you make it out there. Did Stanley write a lot of the script back then, Zach? Yes, Joshua, I agree 100%.
Yeah.
Yes. I agree. Rest in peace, Christopher. I'll tell you, even though I'm 46 years old, if I watch a Superman movie, the end of the movie where he's flying and he just smiles at you and kind of gives that look, and he just gives you that, everything's going to be okay because Superman's got it. It still gets, I'm like, I don't know. He embodies what Superman is. There's a warmth that Christopher Reeve brought to the character, and then like an honesty, I don't know. So he made you believe it's Superman. It is Spurs ball. Devin Vassell pull-up jumper is no good. The Wizards had missed on the other end, but I was talking Chris Reeves. Kelvin Johnson gets the ball back, gets it back out to Devin. Devin's going to take off into the paint and get over to Wesley. Wesley flies in the paint, now kicks it out to Devin. Everybody just playing hot potato right now for the Spurs. Devin flying to the paint, gets the lead. Spurs taking the lead. Okay, interesting possession.
I mean, that was a weird play, but it worked.
Josh should get sentimental too.
Yeah.
Gabriel, I haven't been watching the Marvel TV shows lately. I haven't seen She-Hulk. I haven't seen Moon Knight. I haven't seen Echo. It just came out. I am so behind. Turnover by the Wizards. Sohan will bring it up, drops it off to Kellen. Kellen finds Zach Collins open in the paint. He's going to throw it up and in, and the Spurs are up by 4. Timeout, Wizards. You got to hear Christopher Reeve speak, Greg? That is awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
What else have I missed? Is there more TV shows in the last 2 years?
For what?
Marvel. We're in a timeout. I'm probably not going to watch Echo. I just don't care. I don't even know who the character is.
Moon Knight, I didn't think was that good.
Echo, Moon Knight, She-Hulk.
You also haven't seen the
I miss a lot of the Netflix ones.
Oh, you. There was one that I liked that I'm blanking on the name of.
Don't watch She-Hulk. Despite Texans getting blown out, they did more than the Cowboys did. Good for them. Mike Smith, they are. If you do, I recommend... I did watch Loki Season 1, Gabriel.
Yeah, Loki was good. I haven't seen Season 2 yet.
I did watch Season 1. I forgot.
What's the one with Jeremy Renner?
Hawkeye. I didn't like Hawkeye. I watched like the first episode.
I ended up liking that.
It wasn't for me. Oh, shit. That did happen. I thought She-Hulk was getting canceled.
It did get canceled. I don't think that's any great loss to the world.
PMAR, I like some nasty too. Listen, we're at a timeout, so we're talking Marvel. For those of you who know, I'm a huge Marvel geek. I have been a Marvel fan since I was about 2 years old when I first saw the Incredible Hulk TV show with Bill Bixby and Lou Ferrigno. Immediately just fell in love with the character, and I've been a comic book geek since then. So I collect comics, but I think I've also been chill on the Marvel movies because I've seen the best movies they've had to offer already at this point in time. But I've also been watching the movie since 1998 with Blade. So it's been over 25 years, and they're putting out characters I just don't have interest in, like Echo, like Madam Web. I'm like, hey, if these movies are really good and the feedback is phenomenal, maybe I'll check them out. But at least at first glance, I'm like, whatever. It is Wizards ball, and a nice dish and bucket in the paint. Jordan Poole scores, brings the Wizards win in 2. Spurs on the run. Kelvin's going to fake a 3, going to take off into the paint, spins around, finds Sohan dunks. What was that?
Talking to each other.
Was that a dunk or was that a lay? I couldn't even see the ball go in. All right, well, 65-61. Zach, I didn't like Captain Marvel being that OP either. Bagley for 3, no good. Zach Collins chases down the rebound. I haven't seen the Marvels, but I hear that's awful. And it's the worst grossing Marvel movie of all time. It's Kelvin just going to launch a 3. Thank you, Wancho Josh. We appreciate it. I do have this Go Spurs Go official TSR Sports. One of one. Jersey in the back. Can Captain Marvel coach or play football? I mean, she probably would score a touchdown every time she touched the ball because she would just run everybody over or literally run through them and explode them. 65-61, a minute and a half to go. Blake Wesley into the paint. Layup good. Blake looking pretty good tonight. Joshua, I remember those TV shows. I do. Absolutely, those cartoons. Kuzma turnaround jumper is good off the glass.
Oh, John Bernthal as Punisher was awesome.
You know what's not awesome at the Punisher? Dolph Lundgren. But I own the movie because I own the movie. We have a foul. My favorite part from that movie, Louis Gossett Jr. says to the Punisher, "What the hell do you call 125 burgers in 5 years?" Work in progress. That's a great response. Eons ago, we had a framed original cover of the Silver Surfer hanging in our living room. Then we sold it what we thought was a good price. The guy we sold to made $100,000 on the next set. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Can't the roll stay safe for a while? Right. Sohan's at the line for 2. He makes the first free throw, 68-63. David Hasselhoff was Nick Fury, and I have not seen that, but I have not heard good things. I've also not seen the Fantastic Four movie that got canceled by Roger Corman in like 1994 with like an orange foamy thing. Orange styrofoam thing. I think that movie might be on YouTube. We might have to try to track that down.
What are we tracking down? Sorry.
The Fantastic Four movie from 1994 that was so bad it got canceled. Canceled.
Okay, hold on.
Danny Avdija misses a 3. The Wizards get the ball back, and he makes that 3. By the way, the Spurs 69, the Wizards. Blake Wesley with the ball, takes off, gets into the paint. Pull-up Jay is short, gets his own miss. Back out to Devin. Spurs offense is going to reset. Spurs with 9 second chance points today. The Wizards with 5. We're looking for Fantastic Four in 1994. Apparently, it's hot garbage. Devin's just going to launch a 3. Go! You missed the pineapple power, but hit the 3.
I was looking at the movie.
Bear, you okay over there? Can you guys hear Bear? He's choking. Like LeBron in the finals. Oh, sorry, Kyle. Sorry. Sorry. Just kidding, Carlos. Just kidding. 72-66, and there's no defense in this game. No defense whatsoever. So, I guess we can enjoy. LaSalle's having a much better game. Nicolas Cage's Superman physique, I was disappointed. That was like, what was he on screen for 10 seconds?
It's not available for streaming.
No, I mean, there might be it might be on YouTube. Somebody might have uploaded it on there. It's not available. It was never released. You can only watch bootlegs of it. My bad, it was only 100 France, and we did not have yours back then. Still a lot of money. So what was an original art piece, Isabel? Because now I'm interesting. Oh, halftime stats. My apologies. I'm sitting there like just chatting about, whatever. We got some halftime stats to pull up.
Oh, Mr. C with the super chat.
We got Oh, I don't want to miss a super chat. I already did that once. Mr. C with the $5 super chat says, I like Wemby. He doesn't skip any steps. He trusts the process. Greg Popovich said that. Yeah, if the Wizards are smaller, Wemby should be feasting on this team. I don't know why we're not getting the... I don't know the heights of all their players. I don't know how tall Bagley is at all, but he's playing center right now. Their normal starting center, I believe I saw, was out. I forgot his name. I don't know this team at all, the Wizards. I really don't. I mean, when I think Wizards, I think Gilbert Arenas, Bradley Beal, John Wall. This current roster, I got no idea. Anyway, for the Washington Wizards, Bagley with 13, Kuzma with 6, Avdija with 9, Jones with 6, Poole with 10. Off the bench, Baldwin with 1, Kispert with 6, Wright with 6, Shamet with 7, and Bilal Coulibaly, Wemmy's former teammate, with 2. So let me see. He's not playing tonight, but everybody else is. So we're good there. So actually, I had the right starting 10. All right. For our San Antonio Spurs, Champagnie having a decent night, 9 points and 2 blocks. Interesting. Jeremy Sohan with 14 points tonight on 5 of 8 shooting and 4 of 4 from the line. Sohan rocking a plus 18 tonight. He's actually having one of his better games of the year. Wemby with 6 points, only 3 from 8 from the field, but he does have 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 blocks. Does have 2 turnovers, so hopefully he limits those. And he did play 13 minutes, so maybe he'll get to play 27, 28 minutes tonight. Trey Jones only with 2 points, but he does have 7 assists, no turnovers. That's what I like to see.
Yeah.
Damasceno with 15 points on 6 of 7 shooting, so he's definitely playing much better. Off the bench, Zach Collins with 6, McDermott with 3, Osman with 3, Kelvin with 8, Brandon with 2, and Blake Wesley actually playing pretty well in 10 minutes. 4 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 turnover on 2 or 3 shooting. So Blake is starting to settle in very nicely on the backup point guard role, and Malachi Branham only got 4 minutes. He is on, I think, an extremely short... You know what? Popeye pulled him after that turnover. He turned the ball over, was it the end of the first quarter? Somewhere around there? I think it was at the end of the... Yeah, because we were holding for the last shot. Brandon had a turnover. I think he's on an extremely short leash because he hasn't been playing well. And I hate to say that. I'm rooting for Malachi, but his struggle's been real. Let's look at the chat.
Well, Isabel said that her ex-husband was an avid collector of Marvel Comics, had been since 1979, and had a very impressive collection. So, that is pretty awesome.
I've been an avid collector since 89, on and off, though. I go in these cycles where I don't buy things, and the last couple of years I've been buying a ton. I go to a comic book warehouse every other Saturday, early in the morning. I get up at 6 a.m. I got up at 6 a.m. today, so it's going to be a long day with the UFC. And I do a fill box sale, so I can either fill a short box for $40 of $1 books, or I can get better books, if you will, more valuable books, and fill a short box for $90. Wow, Bear is totally out. Carlos, we're just kidding, man. We're just kidding.
Bear is belly up.
The Bucks won by 6 over the Pistons in overtime, 141 to 135. Seth, good evening to you. The Ravens beat the Texans. Congratulations. Hey, the Texans had an unexpected year. I think most people thought they were going to be bad, and CJ Stroud is absolutely legit. Pop said Wemby's minute restrictions coming to an end very soon. When?
Somebody has to define very soon.
Does he mean that by the start of the next season? Mike LaTorres, right now, Wesley greater than Branham? Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I would agree with that. He gives us a push of pace. He can fly up the court. He's a better defender. Branham, when his shots aren't going in, doesn't give us a whole lot defensive, or doesn't give a whole giving him very much outside of his offense, and his offense has just not been great this year. Fashion Flexing, good evening. Champagne's been okay tonight, Fashion Flexing. I think he's 3 of 5 tonight for 9 points. He's actually doing well. Yeah, Stroud probably can be rookie of the year. Great. I actually don't know how he finished this year. It's not a basketball thing, but I actually I'm just curious, CJ Stroud, what kind of rookie year he had in the NFL, because I know he was great. I just don't know how great he was. So CJ Stroud, as a rookie, and a rookie that was 22, playing in 15 games, completed 64% of his passes, 4,108 yards, 23 touchdowns, only 5 interceptions. He actually led the NFL in lowest interception rate at 1%, a 22-year-old rookie.
Okay, then.
That is impressive. He led the NFL with most yards per game at 273.9. Finished with a quarterback rating of 100.8. Can he run too? How's his running this year? 4.3 yards a rush, 3 touchdowns. Not a great runner, but can obviously move around if need be. And he's only going to get better. Man, he had a fantastic rookie year. Congratulations, Houston's fans. They've been bad a lot recently. So to have a breakout year like that, I mean, the sky's the limit for that kid. As long as he can stay healthy. That's the key with, Wemby. As long as he can stay healthy. Very soon mean not the next game. That's from Yabacano, right? Okay, so Carlos, I'm familiar with Miles Morales, but I have not seen the cartoons with him, if that's what you're referencing. Not yet, at least. Melitano, I guess she's a Spurs fan by association.
By association. I love basketball, but I'm a college basketball girl. I follow UConn, men and women's. I follow my UConn players in the NBA, but I'm enjoying watching the Spurs with you.
Joshua went to a yard sale today and bought 2 huge boxes of new and packaged Marvel and Spawn figures for $60. I don't think it'll be gold to resell. I don't really resell much, Joshua. I've turned into a mini hoarder. Not like a friend. Not like a friend of mine that went to the comic thing with me this morning. I bought 1 short box, and the guy bought 5 boxes. He just can't stop buying stuff. Then good evening to you. Go Spurs, or yeah, Spurs.
Militano, that depends if they're playing my boy or not.
Yeah, when they're playing Jordan Hawkins, she loves the Pelicans. When they're not, she hates them. She literally said F the Pelicans when he got sent to the G League.
Oh, that is the nicest thing I said.
Josh, I read my comics, though. I mean, I haven't read everything I own because I own thousands of comics. Eventually, I'll probably read most of it. It's definitely the Hulk stuff I always read. But I enjoy just sometimes just laying down and reading a couple books before I go to bed. Makes me feel like a kid.
You really do enjoy your comics.
I do.
You don't just collect them to have them. You enjoy them.
Mike LaFrez, I have no idea if he's a good friend or not. Granada, good evening to you. It's been a while. Good to see Sonny deleted his Instagram. I didn't know he did that. But yeah, staying off social media is probably a good idea for a lot of players. Kuzma was a favorite of Spurs years ago. He does not meet the... No. We'd have a timeline.
He's not a hoarder. I would totally out him if he was a hoarder.
No, I have room for him, and I've kept the collection in check now. It's at a limit that I don't want to go over. I mean, my buddy Ken's like, "Won't you add more boxes?" I'm like, "No. The number of boxes I have is my cutoff. If I start adding stuff on, I need more room. That means I'll cut other titles that I'm not going to read. Because with the filler box stuff, I buy a lot of titles that I'm interested in, might be interested in completing one day or reading. But if I don't, that's fine. I've already told her." If we ever live together, the Hulk and Spider-Man are untouchable.
But I knew that.
Yeah, she knew that. Those aren't... I'm not getting rid of anything Spider-Man or Hulk.
That was never Yeah, there would never be a discussion about that. That's a given.
And then there's a few other characters that I would not part with: Wolverine, Superman, the X-Men. I mean, stuff like that. Ninja Turtles, all that stuff. And there's a lot of characters I'd be like,
no argument from me on any
I'd
of
be
those.
like, I'm not gonna miss that series if it goes. I wish more players would stay off social media. For example, Cowboys players after what happened to them against Packers and Micah Parsons with this podcast. I didn't hear what happened with that. Stephanie, good evening to you. I think where it's tough with players is it's like I represent a brand, TSR Sports, right? You know, I represent. You know, it's our channel, but in the end, if something good or if something positive or negative happens, I represent the channel. And the reason I don't, let's say, bring politics into the channel is because politics are very divisive and you can alienate one half while making the other half happy and vice versa. So I just stay away from it. This is sports. I want to talk sports only. And that's it. You know,
I want to talk sports, music, and movies only.
well, I mean, that's halftime chatter.
No,
People are asking that. You know what I mean? But the content that's uploaded on the channel is sports only. Now, I did honestly make the mistake of bringing politics on the channel in 2020 because it was a hot thing and I was interested in it. And it was a mistake, a huge mistake. Will never happen again.
You deleted all that content.
Oh, that content's all gone. I cleared actually everything out on the channel from early 2021 and under because I was like, you know what? We were talking politics in the stream sometimes. It's not the appropriate place. And what players, when they make a lot of comments, you know, they have to remember too that they're representing a brand. You know, if Cullen Johnson was getting on Twitter and make a tirade of something that was offensive to a large portion of the U.S., like you represent the Spurs. Actually, a great example of somebody representing a brand is Jean Morant. Jean Morant got suspended because he was flashing a weapon in some videos that got posted online. And on one side, you could say, well, you know, he shouldn't get in trouble, but he represents in an organization, the NBA. As a state employee for Connecticut, I can't make a video attacking the state and saying how they, you know, saying they suck and this, that, and the other, and just trashing them because I work for them. So it's a fine line with the players being on social media. I would just say, just think before you post.
I also think for some of them, you know, it's a way to build their brands and get more interest in them. But for some of them, reading the comments and the things like that can really mess with their heads.
Yeah.
So it really is a double-edged sword. It can feed your ego or it can break you down, and neither one is good for you in the long run.
Beer Medics, good afternoon or good evening to you. He said, Rich, you and your assistant rock. Think about the minutes restriction and time management. Could it be pop undermining the system? You mean like the NBA and the load management? We're actually the ones that kind of started load management with Timmy.
Joshua, what do you do?
Marvel needs to make a movie about how Hulk converts to Hulk. I don't know how to explain it. He gets mad. It sets off a chemical reaction with in his body, and the gamma radiation that he absorbed causes him to get big, strong, and indestructible. And the matter the Hulk gets, stronger the Hulk gets. There's not really a scientific explanation for it, Carlos. It's just he gets mad, he gets angry, and not even that. It can be frustration, it can be sadness. A lot of different things trigger his transformation. Do you watch Batman versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? I've never seen that. I didn't even know it existed. I'm not big on cartoons. The only cartoon I've watched in the last decade is admittedly Beavis and Butthead.
You do love Beavis and Butthead, though.
How's OKC second in the West? Meltano did a great job of rebuilding. There's been a huge confidence shift between Blake and yes, G Studio. You see confidence going up with Blake, and Malachi's heading in the other direction. Oh, all right.
Very cool, Joshua.
Yeah, that's cool. I don't do enough stock trading. I wish I did. The only thing I had a hint on is I bought Microsoft many years ago for $40 a share, which I thought was a lot then, but it's gone up significantly since then. That's probably my only big one. I still have it. I have a question. What are those? Mr. Z, who are those? Oh, all right, Josh. All right. I would love to work for myself. You know, people talk about, hey, you should do YouTube full time and do your comic thing on the side and, you know, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I can't. The job I have has a pension and health insurance when I talk, lifetime health insurance at a massive discount. This is probably the big thing. Like my friends talk about my job and they're like, hey, pension, whatever. I'm like, when I retire right now, my health insurance will be $15 a month for good state health insurance. And you don't realize how expensive health insurance is until you retire.
Oh no, I realize how, because we pay so much for our health insurance where I work. I am well aware of how much it costs.
No, I'll never do a gaming channel again. Cowboy X Factor. I tried it. I really like how this channel. I love where it is right now. I really do. This is probably the happiest I've been on the channel. I can do Spurs videos during the day, during my break at work, which is awesome. So hopefully I never have to go back into the office, so I can continue to do that. I enjoy the live streams. I now have somebody to do the live streams with, and one day she might join me on stream. We'll see.
You just keep trying, honey.
And keep trying. And you know, I'm enjoying football content on a level I haven't before. Granted, it's only shorts right now. I'll probably do longer form New York Giants mock draft videos as we get closer to the draft. But I just, enjoying the NFL again in a different way and not trying to live stream because I don't like live streaming football. It's been a lot of fun.
Oh, Mike LaTorres, I asked that in the beginning. It looks to me like a Smurf and Gonzo.
Oh, yeah, it does. Oh, he's right here. Right here. He's just hanging out. That's a problem. So we have Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic. We have a battle on how it's better in baseball and basketball. And I think that's the matter. We just wait. Are you guys always arguing about what's better, basketball or baseball? Dragon, I might watch She-Hulk at some point. I don't know. We're at 99 likes. That means we need one more for 100. Good evening, Hurricane Megan. Wait, the game's back. I didn't realize. I thought they were doing an interview. I just missed.
We were just doing an interview. They just cut back to the game.
Wendy gets the alley-oop thunder.
Thunder dunk of justice.
Catch up.
We'll get my clock fixed on the next stoppage. That is Grogu, Mike, from The Mandalorian. How cute he is.
He is very cute. The sound effects made with these things are just excellent.
We're going to have a foul on the Wizards, and we'll get my clock fixed. Good evening, Leo. Thank you, Bacon. Appreciate it. Roy smashed the thumbs up. Thank you. Latino Lantern. Good evening. TSR is San Antonio Spurs. Brand. This is a Spurs channel first, but I'm enjoying doing Giants content, and really I made the decision for whatever reason this past few months. I'm like, you know what? I'm a Giants fan. I should also troll the Cowboys and Eagles in Washington. And it's actually the biggest NFL video we've ever had on this channel is the Cowboys losing in the playoffs. Wemby misses in the paint, gets the ball back, 3 on the shot clock, turnaround. Jay is an air ball. Wow, that was not a good possession for Mr. Wembayama. I always imagine Yoda being a pervert. What? 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 Oh, he would never, Carlos. They're buddies.
They are buddies.
Yes, the Ravens did destroy the Texans. The Ravens are a Super Bowl favorite. A lot of people feel it's going to be the Ravens and 49ers. It's hard to argue that. The Ravens and 49ers?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, because out of loyalty to the city of Baltimore, I feel like I have to
Root for the Ravens?
root for the Ravens, even though I don't know anything about football.
Tyus Jones for 3.
Much of my family is 49ers fans, and that just caused a problem.
Who is Yoda? What?
What?
What? He's never seen Star Wars, apparently. It's Grogu. Grogu, why not, Jack? Man, it's at the end of the first quarter, and the Wolves only have 5 points? What? No. You gotta be kidding. Bagley gets blocked by Wemby.
That was a good block.
Still 10 on the shot clock for the Wizards to get the ball back. Poole's going to take the jumper. No good. Wemby with the rebound. It's 18-5.
Wow.
Champagny for 3. No good. And now whistle on the Wizards. 18-5? That is horrible. How? I'm pulling up, trying to find the box score for that game. Like, I don't see 18-5 anywhere. I can't find it. Spurs fall up after the miss. I was not paying attention.
Yeah, he went for 3, missed.
Wemby with the ball right now for the Spurs. Wemby in the paint, and he missed the dunk.
That's the second time tonight.
He's gonna get the whistle.
Okay.
Oh no, no. Are we back?
Hold on, let me try.
I hate that because then everybody leaves. Damn it. OBS.
Wait, hold on.
I have to go back to wired. I cannot do this nonsense with non-wired anymore. This is killing me. I'm back. I don't see anybody in the chat. I don't see anything.
I'm just spinning.
It says I'm still alive.
Oh, I see you.
Sorry, guys. I gotta fix my scoreboard big time. 83-78 Spurs. So I've been going wired, and this is the last night I'm going wired. I've been doing it because of Bear.
I've been going wireless.
I've been going wireless because the dog's here. Well, sorry, dog. The wire's coming back.
Yeah, the wires.
I've lost connection way too many times with this wireless BS. I have to go. I cannot not be wired.
Yeah, I agree.
803, thank you, Carlos. It's very frustrating. I'm sure you guys are frustrated too. My apologies, but when you're sitting here and you're like, wait a minute, nothing's moving. All right, let's get this all. Let's get 803. I can't see what I'm doing. Alrighty, edit. Goodbye, wireless. Which means you're really gonna have to be on bear duty. Then he cannot go past you.
Yeah.
Sorry. 803. The Spurs are up 83-78. Sorry about that, my friends. Sohan is good low key. He's been playing, now that he's not doing that point guard experiment nonsense, he's been playing much better.
Right, as Isabel just said, I want Sohan back as point guard.
She wants him back as a point guard? No, you don't. It's not a scar. I'm not sure what we missed. I was trying to get the game back up or get it back and running. It's all good. I'm just like, what's wrong with my phone? Why? No, it's Pro K9. Good evening to you. Webby get a 3 before timeout. Thank you, Fresh Zero. Try watching our world beaters. That's fair, Joshua. That's fair. Mike, I don't know. I do. Why not, Jack? Rumor with Kuzma. I didn't know. Free Bear. Unfortunately, Bear's gonna be on more of a lockdown now because I tried wireless to not have a wire running where he might trip on it or walk into it, but I can't do it.
To be fair, he does spend most of the game on his bed.
He's getting more and more used to just not trying to get near me. He hasn't actually come up here once tonight.
Let's not jinx that.
That's true.
Although
Gotta
he's
go
having a
wire.
little dream 'cause his little paws are going.
I was really hoping to stay wireless, but it's just so.
No, it's been unpredictable lately.
It's been unpredictable, and or my wireless card and my laptop's just getting older and not staying connected like it used to. Bronny James was booing away. What? Chim, I agree. He should never have been point guard experiment. I understand why they did it. Yes, I am doing a back-to-back Marauders. I've been doing back-to-backs this year. I've done a couple before. The Spurs have 4 games again next week.
Oh, it's gonna be another long week.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think they have another one again after that. The classic blame the dog. Yep. When in doubt, blame Bear. Sorry, buddy. He doesn't care. He's out.
He's fast asleep.
He's like, whatever. He's taking his little paw and doing this with it.
No, he's doing that.
Yeah, he's maybe doing that.
Having a dream.
Shout out to all the moms out there. Who said that? They said that during the game? Champagne is power forward? I figured Sonia would be the power forward and Champagne be small forward. That doesn't seem right.
Greg, back in the house or back on the house?
Wemby with the ball right now. I hate this camera angle. I hate it.
Yeah.
Wemby pull up jumper. No good.
No good.
Champagne with the rebound, gets it back to Wemby. Wemby takes a couple steps in the paint, throws it up, and that's no good too.
I feel like he's a lot less aggressive this game.
or he's shooting too often, depending on the situation, of course. That's a layup for the Wizards. I'm now worried about the stream dropping again. Yes, it is Trey Jones versus Tyus Jones.
Oh!
What just happened? I looked away and it's a huge collision in the paint.
Wemby was up, and then the other guy was down.
They just took the bucket away. So was that what just happened? Soing with the ball, gets it to Wemby. Wemby flying through the air. Bagley gets in front of him, and was that a charge or a block? Wemby just kneed him in the chest too. That's look at Blake Wesley. Look at Blake Wesley. Oh my God! Blake was like making a that reaction by Blake Wesley was priceless. And we have another whistle. This is going to go on the Spurs, 83-80. Good morning, Drilling Chung. Clint, yeah, unfortunately. Rich, let Coyote wish his mom a happy Mother's Day. Yeah, it was an offensive foul, by the way. But Blake Wesley's reaction was priceless. 7 minutes of the third quarter. I might have to clip that and put it up on the channel.
Do you want me to make a note of the time?
Yes, please do. 7 minutes, third quarter. I'm not going to remember that. Jordan Poole gets in the paint, gets the layup. It's a 1-point game. Wemby doing a Karl Malone? I don't know about that. Champagny drives in the paint, gets the layup. Good. Champagny's having a good game tonight. Now, granted, it's against the Wizards. But still, hopefully this is helping him get out of a shooting slump. He's been playing a little better as of late. That's a miss at Spurs ball. Why can't I get my hoodie on? Struggle's real. Getting a little cold in here. Trey Jones drives in the paint, kicks out to Kelvin, open for three. Misses the three. What is with my hoodie? Oh, a huge dunk on the other end. Spurs did not get back in transition. I think Kyle Kuzma just threw that down. And I'm still struggling to get my damn hoodie on.
Struggle is real, babe.
It's like all twisted. There we go. Jones with the bucket, 87-84. Our Jones, by the way. There's two Jones. Tyus Jones and Trey Jones. They are brothers. And now another whistle. Dang, the whistles are out tonight. Karl Malone was a kind of a dirty player. If you didn't know. I heard something bad about Karl Malone. There's some bad. I don't even want to talk about it. Actually, you know what? I just heard some bad stuff about Karl Malone this week that kind of made me. We have a timeout. Just go. Ooh. Andrew, Miss TSR is here.
I'm here.
She's here. Latino Lantern with a $2 super chat said to get out of slump, you have to play. Malachi question mark. Yes, blame the hoodie, Greg. Yes, I'm blaming the hoodie. I blame the hoodie for everything. 2 free throws coming up for Mr. Poole. But thank you, Latino, and I appreciate the support of the channel. And we had 117 thumbs up. Can we get to 125? That would be quite swell.
Hey, Andrew.
Yeah, Hunter Joshi, that's what I heard. I don't want to say it. I'll let you say it in the chat. Both free throws good?
Oh, dear. I missed that. It left to fill me in later.
Watch Joshi, look at 836. It's still in there.
He's got on the Wemby jersey tonight.
I am wearing Wemby. Wearing Wemby for the first time. That's a miss. It is Wizards ball. 5.5 minutes to go. They are down by 1. Does Wemby only have 3 rebounds? Chris, thank you for stopping in from the Philippines. That's a miss. Zach Collins with the rebound. If anybody's new to the channel, we have a lot of fun here. We call almost every Spurs game. We've only missed 2 this year. Probably only going to miss 1 more. Also do Spurs analysis videos. I'm also a Giants fan and cover some stuff with the Giants. Also their division rivals in the Eagles, Cowboys, and Washington. Osman for 3. In and out. Wizards ball. And now a steal by Trey Jones. Nice job, Trey. They get up to Kelvin. Kelvin down the other end. He's going to get fouled. Man, it's all the fouls. Thank you, Stephanie. Malone would leave was yes, Greg. I remember the elbow where he knocked David Robinson out. Gave him a concussion. He had to give him a concussion. Alele Spurs. Thank you as well. Drop the thumbs up. Man, I can't. Yes, Karl Malone, the Hall of Famer. That one. That Karl Malone. I don't know if this is a trash Wemby game. Is it? Has he been playing that bad?
He just hasn't been playing that good.
That's weird that's coming out now, Dragon. That is so... I don't want to talk about it. Keldon at the line for 2, made the first one, 88-86. Keldon went only 9 points? I thought he was having a better game than that. I guess not. What's up, Jose? Second free throw's good. 89-86. Sean Elliott just called KJ Tragic Johnson. Was that on purpose? Or did he slip up? Did he actually mean that? Tragic Johnson? Trey Jones got the Kelvin on the fast break, and the layup is good after the Wizards turnover. Didn't know what's going on? Joshua, I said at the start of the stream, Dominic Barlow's probably not getting any minutes, and guess who is not getting any minutes tonight? Dominic Barlow. Right back to sitting on the bench. He'll be garbage time or somebody's in foul trouble if one of the bigs are in foul trouble. It is Spurs ball after the miss by, I think that was Kuzma. Devin Vassell's going to take off at the free throw line, pull up jumper, no good. And Kyle Kuzma with the rebound. 4 minutes to go, 5-point game. I think this might be the biggest lead of the game for the Spurs. Kuzma with the miss, Keldon with the rebound. Is that with Trey Jones? Out to Devin, he's going to launch a 3. In and out.
Oh!
Keldon with the putback.
There you go.
Spurs up by 7. 11, 10, 6 for Kuzma. He's working on a triple-double. Wemby 15, 3, 3, and 4. Does he have 4 blocks, Odyssey? Fair enough, Robert. Oh, Bilal Coulibaly, Wemby's teammate, just drained a 3 from the corner. 93-89. Bilal's looked good a little bit. I think he's touched the ball tonight. Jones gets to Collins. Collins in the paint. Little jumper is no good. That's an in-and-outer. Spurs really feasting on in-and-out burger here in the third quarter. Pull up by Jordan Poole for 3. Boink, no good. Trey Jones with the rebound. Trey Jones, no bueno for Trey. No Latino Lantern. He's not a good three-point shooter. That's no bueno. Vassell to the paint, gets the jumper, and a lot of contact, and these refs actually didn't call a foul. That's a rarity.
Pineapple power.
Jordan Poole with the ball again for the Wizards. Drives baseline. Finds a cutting Jones, and he misses, but I don't know if that was a miss or a pass, but Bagley's there to get down and dunk. 95-91. We're going to have 100 by both teams possibly by the end of the third quarter. Vassell for 3. No good. Trey Jones saves the rebound, gets it to Osman. Osman finds Zach Collins in the paint. Collins' little jumper is good. And now a timeout by Washington, 97-91. Clint, I was liking Dominic Barlow. Now he's not getting played.
Yeah.
Malachi bench for bad play. Collins needs to be benched. Yeah, Malachi 4 minutes tonight. Man, he's really in the doghouse. He is so in the doghouse. Carl, she's not. But she doesn't eat a lot of meat products.
I don't. I tend towards fish and seafood anyway. When I'm eating meat. After a long day of hiking, I want a good burger.
I muted myself on that one.
I'm glad.
Vassell's, Jesus Christ, is he having a rough game? Vassell is 7 of 12, 3 of 5 from the arc, 17 points. I wouldn't call that rough. Malachi's probably not playing again. He only played 4 minutes. I would call that a rough game.
Yes.
For sure. So she's meatitarian? I think that just, you call that normal. I don't think there's any actual technical term for that. I will say, I never told you this, Miss TSR, but back in the day, it sucks that I lost the stream. Mm-hmm. At least I can get it back. In YouTube's old studio, if that went down, everything would have gone down.
Ooh, that's a...
At least I can restart OBS and get the stream going again. Back in the day, that was it. You lost them. Carnivore was a terrible band, or great, depending on your opinion, with Peter Steele from Typo Negative. Anybody actually remember the band Carnivore? They released 2 albums. They were kind of hardcore-ish. They were I have it. They're awful, but I get a kick out of them once. Every few years, I like to listen to it. All good, Carlos. All good. What up, Jeremiah? Wemby and Duncan jerseys for a pretty good. That's awesome. Congratulations. Now, Jesus, he's having a pretty good game. Super Gabriel, who doesn't miss the K-cock?
Carlos, your English is just fine.
Me and Les, it's not. You're,
Oh, why did you stop eating meat?
did somebody ask? I didn't tell you the story. So I had one friend that was a vegan and two friends that were vegetarian back in 2002. And one of my friends let me read some books on it. And I was like, I don't eat a lot of meat. And the few things I like have substitutes. So I was on the fence. And then I saw a video on a cow being... Nope, that started pushing me. I was on my way to work. And there was a dog lying dead in the road. And his head was tilted and looking straight at me as I was driving up the road. And I just thought, you know what? If I won't eat you, why me eating everybody else? Right? So I just stopped eating meat.
Why did you add fish back in?
Person I was dating.
Okay.
I was also getting very thin and not getting enough of my diet, so just adding fish in kind of made sense.
Evened it out.
I don't eat a lot of fish, but I do eat it. There's a 3. Washington needed that.
Funny, because I make you seafood or fish every weekend.
Patrick Baldwin Jr. Yeah, you need to knock that off. I'm just kidding.
Tonight was vegetarian.
Tonight, well, yeah, what she made tonight was awesome. Top 3 meals she's made so far. Like Elizabeth Bart now for the Spurs gets into the paint. Out to Osman for 3. Oh boy, that was ugly. That was not even close. 97-94. It is Wizards ball. Kispert's going to fly into the paint, be all sorts of out of control, and he's going to get fouled and go to the line for 2. Zach Collins throwing his hands up saying, what happened? I have a bunch of old 1993 basketball posters. Wow, Isabel, I would love to have those, but I'm on the other side of the ocean, so there's that. JS, I have their first 4 albums. Scream, Bloody Gore, Spiritual Healing. No, Spiritual Healing is the 3rd one. Is it Leprosy is the 2nd one? And then is Human the 4th one? I could be wrong. 2 free throws coming up for the Wizards. First one's good. But I have the first 4 albums. That is, yeah. Actually, no, I have 5. I have Symbolic as well. Sorry, I have 5 albums by them. Contender 2026? Sure. Potatoes with grilled... Yes, Carlos, that does sound good. Both free throws good. Corey Christopher makes them both. It's 97-96. A high-scoring affair here as both teams sniffing 100 points. And we still have a minute and some change to go. Dougie McBuckets with the ball gets out to Blake Wesley. Wesley around the world to Kelvin Johnson. 7 on the shot clock. Kelvin's going to get it into Wemmy's check back in. And turn the ball over. And another foul. Oh, my Atlanta. I need to fix this player board. It's a little quite not fitting in. There we go. We'll just do that.
These turnovers. We have got to learn some defense.
The turnovers.
The turnovers are just...
No, we don't think of the defense with the turnovers. We need to learn to not turn the ball over. Rich, if this game is a Spurs win, then I'll post them. Okay. 97-96. First free throw was no good by Bilal Coulibaly. Maybe that's why Wemmy's back on the court. His former teammates out there.
He did say he wanted to play with him.
Josh was not finding Nemo at all. I don't think Wemmy's going to make the All-Star team. It's not looking good last I checked.
They were saying he might be like an alternate.
I think, okay. I think Wemmy either got blocked or missing the paint. Coulibaly throws up a hard layup as he crashed into Chetty Osman. No whistle, surprisingly. Charlotte maybe stop hitting Spiders tonight, Jim. Spurs ball down by 1. The Wizards on are a 12-4 run in the last 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Kellen's going to drive in the paint. Misses the layup and he gets fouled. These refs can't stop blowing whistles. I want to be late for Hooters at this rate.
You leave right after the stream.
I'll leave right after the stream. Oh, you texted me. Oh, you texted me in the...
Yeah.
I have a random person texting me again.
Hot chick, huh?
I did have a pretty girl text me, like, I don't know who it was. She's like, hey, how's it going? And sent me a picture of herself. I was like, who the hell is this? I ended up blocking her after the sex. No, you know that's not true. I don't have time. These guys with their 2 phones, I was like, who's got time for all that? I don't. I mean, one, I wouldn't do it, but I was like, who's got time for all that? Kellen missed a second free throw, so it's tied 98-98. Both Grizzlies? I don't know how the Grizzlies are playing right now without Ja Morant. They have a lot of injuries on their team. We have a drive, and that's a miss. I believe Cole Bailey missed that. Wendell bring it up for the Spurs. Behind the back dribble. Behind the back pass over to Dougie. Dougie back to Wemby. Wemby falls down, and the ball's going to get knocked out of bounds, and it's going to stay Spurs ball. Oh, you may not like texting. I don't like getting texting from people I don't know who they are. I don't know who this number is. They just texted me, hey. I'm not going to write back. I'm just going to delete it and hope they don't text me again. That's the goal.
That is the goal.
Get into Kellen. Kellen's going to miss. The putback is good. Spurs got to 100. And the Wizards can hold for the last shot. Hopefully that works against them. Because whenever I say about the Spurs, every time they turn the ball over, it's usually Malachi with the ball, and, well, you can figure it out. And a tough pull-up jumper by Denny Avdija. And then we turn it over. And the 3 at the buzzer is no good. By DeLon Wright. Wow. 100 for 100.
That was rough.
Juanto Joshi says, I can't have 2 girlfriends. That's twice the headache. Touche. All right. 100 all. McDermott right on cue. Interesting as well. I mean, the Jordan posters actually probably have value. Those you probably could sell them. It is Selena Gomez spur of the moment. Where is she? I haven't put her up all night.
When you're ready, come get it.
I don't think they could hear you. How many turnovers does he have, Helen? Does he have a lot of turnovers? I mean, with all his turnovers, he could work for Pillsbury. There he is. I didn't think he was going to. Yeah, there he is. You're our favorite, Kawhi. Latino Lantern with the super chat. Thank you for $2 super chat. Says Spurs winning percentage with pink eye versus no pink eye. Are you talking about me? Oh, I didn't have pink eye. It wasn't pink eye. I had inflammation in my eye. We end up tied at the third. It's hilarious to me considering where each team is right now. Go Spurs, go. Yeah, both teams are bad is where we're at right now. We haven't had this at all tonight, though. Shaking your hand, because he's everybody's friend. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop. Boop, boop. Baby coyote, king of the wild frontier. Kuzma, Poole, and Tyus Jones to Spurs for Sohan, Sissoko, Malachi. I don't want to do that. By the way, does anybody know what's up with City Sissoko? He's been on the injury report forever with an ankle. Did he have a bad injury I just was sleeping on? Because dude hasn't played in forever. What the hell? Wemby and 4 incompetent shooters? I mean, they're usually not. I mean, Wesley can't hit a 3 to save his life. McDermott, when he's playing well, can hit like nobody's business. Osman's on and off. Kellen's on and off. I guess that's your point. You should dress up as a coyote for a future stream. That would be very hot. That would be extremely hot. I gotta think a coyote costume is very, 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 very warm. He had an injury in the G League. I don't remember hearing about it.
He's got a sprained ankle.
Why? I figured that. But I didn't know. I just don't remember hearing about him getting hurt. So just, well, shoot, he's gonna be on a minutes restriction for the rest of the year. Way Spurs handle minutes restriction. Wemby gets a thunder dunk of justice.
Thunder dunk of justice.
It's not
Boudet, that's a custom TSR Sports jersey. It's a 1 of 1 that I made. A company reached out to me and said, hey, we'll make a free jersey for you if you just mention it. And I actually forgot who made it. It's been so long. That pull-up three is no good by Patrick Baldwin Jr. Another offensive board for the Wizards, and they fire off another three, and that's no good. What? They're just chucking threes right now.
Josh, they do make hats like that.
They do make a Coyote head hat. Christoph, good evening to you. It is Spurs ball. They'll get the ball into said Wemby. Out to McDermott for three. No good. Has Dougie hit a bucket tonight?
I don't remember.
Muhammad, it was great to see them both on the floor at the same time. And speaking of Bilal Coulibaly, I think he just threw it up and in. He did.
Mm-hmm.
Jumper in the paint. Has any NBA player ever dressed up as a bench for Halloween? A bench? Oh, I don't think so. Wemby with the ball right now in the paint, gets double teamed and loses another foul. Jeez. There's been a lot of whistles in this game.
Yeah.
Good evening, Christoph. Thank you for stopping. And by the way, my friends, if you have not hit the thumbs up, it's the best way to support the channel. Fast, free, fun, nutritious, and delicious. And if you're a Spurs fan, or just like hanging out in live streams, make sure to hit the old subscribe Rooney, because, well, we appreciate you joining our awesome sports community.
Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go!
It kills. It's been a good game. The Spurs are on a back-to-back. Wemby was off last night, on tonight. I think he's getting a little extra playing time because Bilal Coulibaly's out there. And who scored that bucket for the Spurs?
I'm not sure.
They were showing a replay. I think they were still coming back from the replay when that bucket went in. So somebody scored for the Spurs. Don't know who. My apologies. Danny Avicii gets in the paint, gets the bucket, and one. Foul on Dougie. McDermott, the Great Wall of China. No. Joshua, the Great Wall of China actually stopped people from getting in. Whereas with Dougie's defense, you can get in the paint at will. Clint, I don't know about him getting minutes yet. Are they calling Bilal Coulibaly the young French phenom? Vincent, good evening from Colombia. Thank you for stopping in. You made it. 105, 104. Both these teams might put up 140, close to 140. I don't know what the over-under on the game is, but we're probably going way over. It actually could have been a high over-under because both teams don't play defense. Wesley sprinting around the court, gets in the paint, kicks it out to a wide-open Keldon for three. Nope. And Wemby can't hold on to the offensive rebound. Wemby's rebounding has been down lately, hasn't it?
Yeah.
He's bagged with the ball. He's going to kick it out to Coulibaly. Coulibaly over Doug McDermott. Good. Bilal's got a little game here. It's three. My bad. A little extra motivation.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Kellen flies in the paint. Layup is no good. We just can't get a break. Wemby with the offensive board is just saying he's not rebounding well. What the hell was that, Wemby?
Is he throwing it to what?
Wemby just threw it way up in the crowd. I think Pops is saying, hey, where's that going? That was a bad turnover.
That was...
He just threw the ball 3 or 4 feet over Chetty Osman.
I don't know what to say to that.
That was a bad pass is what I'll say. 108, 104. And the Wizards are starting to heat up here in the fourth quarter, and the Spurs are starting to cool down a bit. Not the quarter you want that to happen, by the way.
No.
I think that's Corey Kispert with the bucket off the glass. It was Corey Kispert with the bucket off the glass. 110, 104.
Oof.
Well, he might be shacked in a fool on that one, Boudet.
That might make it, you're right.
It could. They're going to have him throwing it to... turnover for us. They got a fast break again.
Fingers.
And Kispert misses the layup, but Bilal Coulibaly puts it back. We're down by 8. Just like that. Send Wemby to the G... No, he's not going to the G League. Down by 8, just like that, guys. Ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how many turnovers Wemby has. It seems like it might be a lot tonight. And I hate to say that. Spoiler alert, the game does feel like it's getting away from us right now.
I agree.
We've had a lot of bad fourth quarters this year. This is no surprise to anybody. But I like
6 turnovers for Wemby?
Does he have he has 6 turnovers.
Said.
He's 7 of 16 from the field, 1 of 3 from the arc, 2 of 4 from the line, only 5 boards, 3 assists, 0 steals, 4 blocks. Overall, an okay game, but the 6 turnovers, that's a problem.
That's a big problem.
Our starting lineup has 11 turnovers. Wemby has 6, and Vassell has 3.
Boy there.
Aren't our bench right now? Collins +3, Dougie -17, Osman -18, Kelvin -10. Malachi and Blake both rocking a 0. They're even. Man, Malachi 4 minutes. I wonder if he'll go down to the G League. To the Spurs fans in the chat, I think it's all Spurs fans. I don't think we have any Wizards fans because they don't exist. So, Spurs fans in the chat, do you think there's a chance Malachi Branham could get sent down to the G League? I mean, his minutes are getting cut and cut and cut. Worst swimming game so far in a while. I don't know about it's worse. Remember, he went scoreless against. Who was he playing? Crap, I can't remember who it was against, but he was scoreless in the first half and Pop benched him in the second half, and then he went for like 27 or something in the second half.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome.
Yo, of course he has. I mean, he's still very young. He's in his first year in the NBA, and turnovers are a problem for him right now, obviously. Send Malachi to Alaska. Dress warm. Alaska? Jeez.
Joshua.
Oh, my. XD Gamer, I'd rather play tennis than watch it. I do like hitting the ball around and just running around. It's a fun workout. I should do that more often because there's a tennis court on the way to your house. And when I bike to your house, I could easily stop by there and hit the ball off like the wall for like half hour.
At the high school right by my house.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh.
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, I didn't realize that's what you were talking about.
Maybe you got pressured by. Do you think Bilal's pressuring Wemby tonight? I like Malachi, and I've said this before. Any Spur that I don't criticize. I call it like I see it. I mean, you got to call it like you see it. My Bilal Colby, by the way, is 14 points on 6 of 8 shooting.
That's awesome.
But when players are playing bad, you have to address it. You can't just sugarcoat and play, well, he's 0 for 7 from the field tonight, but he played hard. Well, I'm glad he played hard, but he also, he can't be 0 for 7. Trey Jones running the paint's off the front rim, no good. I do not play pickleball.
I've never heard the word pickleball even come out of your mouth before.
I've seen it played somewhere when I was at a UFC, and I was like, what the heck is that? And he was like, that's pickleball. I'm like, okay. I don't know the rules. We'll probably never play in my life. And we're going to have an offensive foul. Sony just got leveled. Wemby season high in minutes. Buddha, I'd like to think that was against the Suns. Maybe one of those games. The game where he dropped 38 points. That's got to be one of his highest outputs minute-wise. Toby says the game is over. We lost. What?
I don't agree with that.
There's 8.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, there's plenty of time.
I'm going to remember that if they win. Spurs ball. You don't mess with the Sohan with the ball. Over to Devin Vassell. Vassell's going to drive back to the Sohan. Sohan thinks about a 3, pulls it down, spins around in the paint, pull up Jay.
It's good.
That's a nice shot.
Wasn't a shot.
We still have time to lose by less. Oh, come on, man. Jeez.
No, it's a 6-point game.
It's a 6-point game. It's not like it's over. Bilal Colby drives in the paint.
With 8
We'll
minutes
pass it
left.
out.
That's not...
Patrick Baldwin Jr. for 3. Latino Lantern, I am getting money from the commercials from Google. That's the one thing that I am okay with. I don't do memberships here. I don't do sponsorships or Patreon.
Oh, definitely.
I'm okay with Google giving me money. That's why I don't ask you guys for money. I will never do that on this channel. I say very tried and true that. I don't like that. It's not me. But I'm very content with taking Google's money, so I'm sorry for the ads. I'm not going to shut them off. But I do have expenses for the channel. That's a miss. Trey Jones, we're down by 9 right now. Jones almost throws it out of bounds. Nice save by Sohan. Sohan's going to drive in the paint. And we'll pass it out to Devin Vassell. 11 on the shot clock. Devin over to Trey Jones for 3. Nope. We are coming undone in the fourth quarter a little bit. Now a huge dunk by Corey Kispert.
That was a big...
And that just fired up the entire bench for Washington. And we're going to have a timeout by Pop.
Oof.
Alien Sports Girl, I don't know what in the world you're talking about. Don't say that's ball game. I know a lot of people don't like Sohan. Greg, I like everybody on the team. I do. I like everybody on the team. I'm rooting for everybody. But some guys just aren't playing. Devin Vassell's at the line. There was a technical on the Wizards. I don't know, maybe taunting or I don't know what the technical free throw. Delay a game? Well, Devin missed a free throw. Yeah, Bude, this is an easiest stretch of our schedule, and we're losing by double digits right now to the Wizards, which is not acceptable because they're the third worst team in the NBA. They're literally a half a game better than us. And I really thought we were going to get some wins here. And it's Spurs ball now by 11. No timeout, Carlos. It was a technical. I didn't realize it was a technical. It is Spurs ball, and we need to get not turning the ball over, and we just did.
We just keep throwing it where there's nobody.
No, the fans were there. They passed it to the fans.
Fantastic.
Yep. Yes, Clint. I thought this would be a possible back-to-back win. Finally, Denny Abidja misses. Spurs get the ball back. Devin will bring it up for the Spurs. Jay Pierce says, when do we play the Pistons again? Not soon enough. Ronnie Sharma's already looking for next season.
Why did Collins just land on the ground?
Yeah, he's always falling. I mean, I'll be here for the rest of the season. It's going to be tough at times. Look at that hair. That's some great moss.
That is some great hair.
That is some great hair. I believe that's Bagley.
Yeah.
Is he your favorite?
Yes, hair.
Is your favorite Wizard?
Yes, hair of the game.
Hair now. Collins going to take a three. Nope. Champagne fights for the offensive board. Nice job, Julian. And then he stepped out of bounds, didn't he? Yes, he did. Oh, is that what it was? Thank you, Carlos. Where's the five-time champion coach with this fourth? Oh, Latino Lantern dropping some heat. Latino heat. I agree with Kyle. This draft, what happens with, yes, turnover after turnover. Odyssey, that's the Lonnie Walker. Remember Lonnie used to step out of bounds like that all the time? Z Pure Talent, I don't think either team's putting up 1-4. The offense has gone quiet in the fourth quarter for the Spurs. Right, the Pistons are the last game on the schedule. It is Spurs ball down by 11, and they can't seem to get a bucket right now. Sohan's wide open. No, there's a foul before the three-point attempt. Never mind. Adriel's not looking good. I think we can do this without paying Pop $14 million a year. Is he the highest paid coach in the NBA? As Wemby does check back in. We only have 6 points this quarter? Are you kidding me? We've been outscored. No. Yeah, we've been outscored. Yeah, they got 17 on us. There's still a lot of time left. I'm not giving up on our guys yet.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time.
Plenty of time. Stand positive. I got mozzarella sticks and French fries and UFC and Trey Jones with the layup and boobs and just a whole bunch of stuff tonight to look forward to. Hooters. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to.
I know.
There'll be a lot of boobs in there. James says this is a pathetic effort. Trey Jones gets an and one. Come on, Spurs is right. I'm so tired. I don't want to lose to the Wizards.
No.
And I'm sure the Wizards fans are like, I don't want to lose to the Spurs. I feel bad for Wemby. All this hype. And
the team around him is just not good.
Wait, did I get the score on? Oh, I think I put too many points on for Jones' free throw. Sorry. 117-109. 8-point game. 5.5 minutes to go. It is Kispert with the ball for the Wizards. Drive in the paint. Gets blocked by Wemby and a foul. Another damn foul. All these fouls are just driving me crazy. They're killing me, hey. They're causing me extreme distress and anguish. What kind of restaurant is Hooters, Carlos? Would you say fast food? No, it's not fast food.
No, it's wings.
It's wings. Wings and burgers.
It's beer and wings.
It's sports food. Actually, might be the best way to put it. Stuff you would eat during a sporting event.
Yeah.
Sports bar. Kispert at the line. First free throw is good. Joe Rana, good evening to you. Monty Williams is dumb. Making the Wizards look like Gandalf out there. Wow, Josh, nice one.
Nice one.
You shall not pass. Or in this case, you shall not win. It is Spurs ball. Osman, yep, Peter, there's some guys with some big minuses out there tonight. Vassell's going to force the jumper, and it's in and out and in and out again. I told you the Spurs were going to lose the rest of the season after the Super Bowl shuffle. What she watched the video? We watched it after the game.
That was scarring.
It was great. I think it was Pittsburgh with another bucket, and now the Wizards are up by 12. I think we get to the playoffs, Alien Sports. I thought we'd be better than this. I thought we'd be a lot better than this. Hooters is a restaurant. Yes, actually, Greg, that's a factual statement. I cannot argue that. I guess you could say it's my favorite restaurant.
Of all your restaurant choices?
One of my restaurant choices. James, he does like taking jumpers, and he does take a lot of contested jumpers. The Super Bowl Shuffle was a horror movie? I thought it was great. Terry Tate. Oh, I've seen those with Zeke. I have. I don't know if she has. Jesse, my ideal lineup is kind of... Oh, I don't like Julian Champagny starting. I would start Kelvin over Julian. I get the thought process having a three-point shooter out there would help me, but Julian has been amazingly inconsistent. I prefer Kelvin in the starting lineup, but I also understand why he's coming off the bench. That being said, my ideal starting lineup would be Wemby, Sohan, Kelvin, Devin, and Luka Doncic.
Interesting.
Or Tyrese Halliburton. Any of those guys available? Anybody?
Crickets.
Jose, I don't do wings, so no to both of those. It was 9 points in 7 minutes. Twin Peaks in Connecticut, nice. We need Trey, not that Trey, the other Trey. I don't know. I'm not picking on Trey Young. He's an abysmal defender. And I know some Spurs fans are saying, well, his offense will offset that bad defense. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't. With Luka Doncic, when he came into the NBA, they tried to make the Mavericks an immediate contender by bringing in Kristaps Porzingis. They may have brought in some other parts I don't remember. And I think we try to rush this team to become an immediate playoff team. We might just get stuck in kind of mid-pack.
Yeah, I don't think it does you any favors. If you're going to build.
When he got his man pinned down of a self-shoot contested jumper slap Jones, that sounds about right. Those chicks have silicone breasts, not real at all. Some of them are probably real, Carlos. I don't think they're all fake. I mean, I always check. Good evening, I'll be your waitress tonight. Okay, and I just, alrighty, and then I order my food, and they're fine with it. I would never. I
know you would never.
That's a good way to get arrested, too, or thrown out of the restaurant permanently, so I never go there with, if Wendy turnaround jumper, good.
Nice.
10-point game. Don't call it a comeback. Let's make a comeback. I got Carlos laughing at least.
Mm-hmm.
It is Wizards ball. Kispert's going to drive in the paint. Turns it over. Wemby with the steal. Spurs on the run. Fast break. Trey Jones in the paint. Levy's.
Oh, sorry, Bear.
Delon White tells Trey Jones to suck it as he swats the ball to the stands. He actually did this to Trey Jones right here. Nope, not that one. Not that one. This one.
Suck it!
Trey Jones just got rejected into tomorrow.
Yeah, he did.
Vassell with a catch and shoot three. Oh, that was off balance. And
it went in.
Why do they make these awful looking shots? And then he's riding the ragged edge of disaster with Miss TSR. Yep, that's what we do. We've been doing it all year. And Wemby with a block out of bounds. Oh, no, actually saved it. Nice job, Victor. Spurs down by 7. This is still a winnable game. Gets the ball back to Wemby. Wemby's going to start to take off. 2 big steps in the paint. The runner is
good.
Mr. Fourth Quarter has arrived. Timeout, Wizards. 121-116. No, Jesse, I don't. Boudet almost seems like he's better with the tough shots over the easy shots. You know what?
I think so.
From games I played with my best friend Ken over the years, I become better at shooting on the run and off-balance stuff than taking a set shot.
Oh, maybe he's the same.
He could be the same. Just like a former San Antonio Spurs legend who liked to shoot it off balance. Marco! Oh! Barnelli! Nelly! Ooh, I don't know where that's been. Who's been sitting on that? Wemby is still Mr. Fourth Quarter. 5 blocks from Wemby, yeah. Even Wemby's worst game is still yes, Helani. I think, except for the turnovers tonight, he's been playing fine. But the turnovers, definitely an eyesore. French lesson, Wemby with 21 points tonight. Coulibaly with 14. Wemby 9 of 18 from the field. Bilal is a very efficient 6 of 8. Wemby with 5 blocks. And Coulibaly with 2. His shot got knocked into next week, right? It got knocked into the stands. Kind of a block reminiscent of our boy Charles Bassey, who's out for the year. When he blocks shots, he just doesn't block them. He launches them. They don't just the tip. Not just the tip when getting the block shot. Like, just a full swat into tomorrow. Like, get that crap out of here. 5-point game. We're definitely in this. Yeah, that's why I was not ready to give up. If Wemby jumps from behind the 3-point line and dunks, will it count as a dunk or 3? I guess that would be a 3, but that's not happening. Free throw line's the farthest anybody's ever done it. Kispert for 3. No good. Offensive rebound for freaking Wizards. And the putback is no good.
There we go.
Spurs ball. There we go. Kuzma with the rebound and putback was no good. Sohan drives in the paint. Back out to Devin. Devin thinks about the 3 over to Wemby. Wemby's going to take the 3. No good. That's the other negative I would say in Wemby's game is he's not a good 3-point shooter at all. Under 30% from the air. And he takes about 4.5 threes a game, I think. Bagley in the paint, misses Wemby with the rebound. And Victor will bring it up for the Spurs as I jump back and forth from his first and last name because that's what I do apparently. Wemby crossover dribble. Gets back to Devin. 14 on the shot clock. 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Back to Wemby in the post. Wemby's little jumper is, that was way off. And then it's knocked out of bounds by Kuzma, going to be Spurs ball. Gonna come down to the wire, my friends. Some people are saying easy game, easy game. No game is easy for the Spurs.
No.
It's really not.
Oh!
Inbound!
Yeah.
Huge thunder dunk of justice.
Thunder dunk of justice.
I honestly was looking away. Was that Keldon with the throwdown?
Yeah, it was.
Spurs on a 9-0 run in the last 2-11. Nice job, Keldon. I missed my boy Duncan.
Mad when he threw that one.
Keldon gets mad when he dunks sometimes. Because you
I
have
like
to.
it.
By the way, we're almost at 150 thumbs up. Make sure you hit the thumbs up if you're not done so yet, my friends. As the Spurs trying to pull out a win here tonight, and that 3's no good. Spurs ball. Keldon Johnson with the rebound.
Keldon is fired up.
Oh, I didn't get the dunk on the scoreboard. It's 120-118.
Keldon is not ready to lose.
I don't think any of our guys are ready to lose. Wemmy's going to take a 3. No! Never doubted him! Never doubted him!
Oh, my God.
121 off.
Alright, so 2 minutes to go, guys. 2 minutes to go.
121 all. Tyus Jones against his brother launches the jumper. Good, rattles in. Brothers fighting. I doubted him. I did. I just most of our guys launch a 3. I worry. Wemby with the ball right now. Gets it to Jones cutting. Jones paint. Layup good.
Nice.
123 all. Minute and a half to go. Tyus Jones ball right now for the Wizards. Gets into the paint. Got his brother on him. Jones versus Jones. You call him Dr. Jones. Tyus Jones kickball. We'll have 14 on the shot clock. The Spurs are not the premier 3-point team.
No, they're not.
Prudence, I love the Spurs too. Are there a lot of Spurs fans in Washington? I actually didn't notice Boudet. I mean, it might be, possibly because of Wemby. Spurs fans are coming out more than normal at a road game. I'm sure it's been like that all year. Tyus Jones gets in the paint. Blocked by Wemby with Bagley with a putback. I think that's 6 blocks for Wemby.
Oh.
Goof on Jordan all day, every day. Twice on Sunday. Just my pick, just an opinion. I know a lot of people do share that opinion.
Yeah, me included.
Timeout, Spurs. Pop is angry.
Time.
At least he'll sleep well tonight. Hey, better late than never, Prudence.
We're glad you're here.
The Wizards to Virginia. I think I heard there's a new facility in Virginia for the Wizards and Capitals. It's I know I have friends that live in Virginia. It's like an hour south of Fredericksburg, where I used to live, but I don't remember where it might be. Kokoshibo, because we're bad rebounders. Spurs fan since 90, JS. We give up a lot of second chance. He only has 5 blocks? I thought he had 6.
Isabel, the struggle is real. You're gonna have to wait for your adrenaline to come down.
Tyus Jones is 9. Is that true? 9-0? Oh, they just put it up. Look. Tyus Jones is 9-0 against his brother Trey. Trey Jones has never won against Tyus Jones. Carlos, good catch. I didn't know that was on the TV.
Oh, does minutes restriction apply to OT?
Oh, I hope not. Probably not. I gotta think. Probably not. And no OT. I don't want OT. I'm sorry. Those that want OT, I got the UFC after this. I don't want to miss it, and I don't want to be real late and leave my buddy hanging there all alone in Hooters. Bilal won. Wemby's there. Oh, come on, Militano, burn our account. All right, a little over a minute. It's gonna be Spurs ball at the half court. I'll get the ball into the Sohan. And we're at 1:02. 2-point game. Wemby with the ball for the Spurs. Back to Devin. 6 on the shot clock. Devin over to Sohan for 3. I think he stepped on the line. Did he step on the line?
I don't know.
You're saying he didn't. I thought his toe might have been on the line. Like just a tip.
Well,
But
they're counting
the count is a 3
so.
now. Spurs want a 1-point lead. We'll take that for sure.
Ooh, yeah, we need to keep that.
Tyus Jones driving the paint. Block by Wemby. And Bagley gets the ball. Why can't we get the ball? Is that another block? Foul. Son of a... Why every time Wemby get a block, we can't get the ball?
This is intense.
Wemby with the block. And then he gets fouled. Had another block on Bagley, but he also had a foul. And everybody else just standing around watching. Does Wemby have officially 7 blocks?
Whew. Okay,
Marvin Bagley at the line. He's 2 of 2 from the line. I was hoping to cause him to miss by saying he hadn't missed all night. It's tied up. 36 seconds.
we still got one left.
Toby's still in here. No, Toby, because I think you said the game is over. Or we lost earlier. Triple-double watch for Wemby. Is it? It's no timeout. Free throws for Bagley. He made them both 1-point game.
Okay.
Devin Vassell with right now for the Spurs.
Come on, guys.
Get to the Sohan. Sohan's going to drive in the paint. Forces a shot. No good. We're going to have a foul.
Oh.
My clock's a little off. There's 28 on the clock. 28.6 to be exact. I think Sohan's going to the line for 2. Was he fouled? Not a ticky-tack NBA foul.
Whatever, we need the...
I know we need it, but I hate it. So he makes a free throw.
Whew.
I just hate the officiating. I hate it. Even though that was beneficial to us, I hate it.
This game has just been...
I'm acting like this is like a Super Bowl or like a championship. Yeah, let him play his right.
Oh.
Oliver comes in. Hiya! Thank you for the super chat. Always drops a nice little cute sticker in there. Appreciate you, man. Go Spurs, go to you. So he makes them both.
We're up by 1.
Timeout Wizards. Cold-blooded Sohan. I might be a little behind tonight, so please don't put anything in the chat. If I have not announced it, don't put it in the chat yet. I know it's hard if you're excited, but I'm streaming this on my Roku, and generally, because of the way I'm streaming it on an app and not on cable, for instance, I'm usually a little behind you guys. Kokoshibo, I like Jeremy. He's been playing well. That point guard experiment really derailed his season. He's been playing much better lately.
Yeah.
If we look at his stats since the point guard experiment, I'm sure he's considerably better. Tonight's got 23 points and 8 of 11 shooting. Actually, we got 3 starters with 20 points. Sohan with 23, Wemby with 24, Vassell with 20, and Kelman's just a poop hair short of it with 19 points. Yeah, I said that.
Oh yeah, Sohan definitely still has the one-handed free throw shot. So weird to watch, but it goes in.
He's shooting over 80%.
It goes in.
It goes in. I don't care how it gets in, as long as it goes in. Yep, here's my response. Appropriate.
All right.
My Spurs, is NBA League Pass not working for you on the Kino Lantern? Players are on the court.
28.6 left.
Joshua uses one hand to get in himself. Nice. Good evening, Alex Soto. Here we go. Kuzma with the ball, pull up in the paint. In and out. Bagley with the putback, no good. Wemby with the rebound. Shot clock is off, and we have a foul. Spurs are in the bonus. We're getting 2 more free throws. That number 2 left will bring us bad luck. And David said, I'm not touching that one. Hey, Opa, good evening to you. We lost to the Hornets. With all due respect, I don't want the team to lose to the Wizards tonight.
No.
I've said numerous times this year, I don't want this to go down as the worst Spurs team of all time. And for that to happen, they have to win games against teams that are struggling as well, such as the Washington Wizards. Spurs are 14 of 19 from the line tonight. The Wizards are 20 of 23. I hope those free throws don't come back and bite us. Trey Jones is at the line for 2. Made the first one.
Okay.
20 seconds left in the game. One more free throw for Trey. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. Come on, little guy.
Yeah.
Did I just say, come on, little guy?
You did.
He is shorter than me. I got 3 inches on Trey.
All right, we just got to hold him.
Wizards going to hold for the last shot. A long 3. No good. Vassell at the rebound. And there's a foul with 6 seconds. I think that was Kuzma for 3. Who was saying this game is over earlier and giving up on our Spurs? Who was saying that?
It was Toby.
Was it just Toby? Somebody else. Where are you at? Where are you at?
Toby's easy for me to remember.
Well, because dog name is Toby. Kokoshiba just quoted me. Oh, good, Toby, man. It's okay, man. It's all love from us. Andrew, it's been a good game. I mean, both teams suck. For being honest, I mean, they're terrible, but I don't care. I want my team to win.
There it is.
If Vassell's at the line for 2, makes the first one, that ices the game.
Yeah. It's a W.
I mean, we should have beat the Hornets yesterday, and we would have won with Wemby, no doubt. But I think Gordon Hayward's out for Charlotte, so I mean, they were missing players too, so half a dozen one, 6 in the other. There's actually 6.3 on the clock. Vassell's free throw. Oh, he missed it! And the Wizards are going to call a timeout with 5.4 seconds left. It's a 4-point game. The Wizards can, Francisco, the Wizards can do this.
Sucker!
Trey Jones is 2 rebounds away from a triple-double? Dang it. Jones with 11, 8, and 12. Very solid game from Trey Jones. Only 4 of 9 from the... 4 of 9 is not terrible. He's 0 for 3 from beyond the arc because he can't shoot a 3. He can't. Actually, it's pretty solid rebounding tonight for the most part. Wemby with 8, Jones with 8, Kelvin with 9. Of course, you look on the other side, and Kuzma and Bagley both have 12, so there is that. Everybody getting involved with the assist. Everybody's getting assists tonight. Spurs outscoring the Wizards 31-27 in the fourth quarter. And Wemby with, you guys said 28 minutes? I mean, good. Getting back to 30-ish. No, Chim, I don't be saying that. Rich, I'll tell you what, give me a post address and I'll send the posters at print. Really? Isabel, my address is in the About section on the channel. There's a P.O. box there. And actually, the description for this video, if you open that up, the TSR P.O. box in Manchester, Connecticut is in there. P.O. box, I don't remember the P.O. box number, but it's definitely in there. I can put it also in the chat if you need it. But you should be easily be able to find a description for the video or on the About page for TSR Sports. You don't have to do that, but if you are, I'll never say no to any type of MA, Actually, no, I'll say no to a Ray Allen Heat jersey.
Yeah, you will.
Yes, I will. Kispert's going to launch a three, gets fouled, but no foul. He jumped into so-in, and that's going to end the game. They didn't, thank you, they did not call foul. They would have called that last year.
Whew.
A win. A much-needed win.
Much needed win.
I did not want to lose this game tonight. Woo! We're going to get some final game stats. Let's effing go is right. Down by 12 with 5 minutes to go. Young guys faced adversity and came back and won with key shots. These young guys are definitely growing. Yes, yeah. Carlos, Kawhi Leonard, you going to troll me? Listen, I've already said this before I get to the final game stats. If you guys ever bought a jersey of somebody I don't like or a team I don't like, i.e. if you bought a Dallas Cowboys jersey or a LeBron James jersey and send it to the channel, I would honor it and respect it. It wouldn't go up on the wall, but I would wear it that night you sent it, and then it would stay hanging in my closet from eternity and beyond.
In the back.
In the back. But I would never trash it. I would never do anything mean to it. That's just no freaking way. I'm not like that. I would never do that. Out of respect to whoever got that. That being said, Bilal and Wemby are exchanging jerseys.
That's so cute.
They're buddies.
They are buddies.
They are buddies.
That's really sweet.
Nice little moment. Anyway, box score. All right. For the Washington Wizards, Bagley with 21, Bagley with 21 and 12, Kuzma with 11, 12, and 6, Ambijo with 16 and 7, Tyus Jones with 13 points and 6 assists. And that, by the way, it's the first time Trey Jones has beaten his brother in the NBA. Let's not forget that. He's now
That's
1 and 9.
Big deal.
And Jordan Poole at 16. Off the bench for the Wizards, PBJ, Patrick Ballin Jr. with 7, Kispert with 16, Wright with 6, Shamet with 7, Bailey with 14 on 6 and 9 shooting.
You're such a good listener, Thomas.
Whoop, I hear some
Makes me feel
sound.
so special.
Mute my
This
computer.
makes me feel really special
All right.
too because your Discover's giving me
For
cash
San
back on
Antonio
debit, not just
Spurs.
credit.
Discover gives cash back.
Wait, is
on
that ad
debit.
playing? Are you guys hearing an ad? I think the stupid Discover ad's playing. I'll mute that. I don't want to get in trouble with any type of weird copyright stuff here. For the Spurs, Champagny with 11 and 7 rebounds. Sohan with 23 on 8-11 shooting. Wemby finished with 24 points, 10 of 11 from the field, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 6 freaking block shots. Didn't get the 7th. They gave him 6. The blemish there really is the 6 turnovers. The 6 turnovers. I hate seeing that. Trey Jones had 11 points, 8 boards, and 12 assists, and 3 steals. So a great game for Trey overall. Vassell was very solid tonight with 21 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. Off the bench, Collins with 8, McDermott with 3, Osman with 3, Brandon with 2. He only played 4 minutes, definitely in the doghouse. Blake Wesley looked good as a backup, 6 points in 15 minutes, plus 3 steals, 3 assists and a steal. And Kellen Johnson led the bench unit with 19 points on 7 of 15 shooting, with 9 rebounds himself. So a good team effort tonight. That's where we want to see, a good team effort, and they won. And they have 4 games next week, by the way. So I'm not thrilled about that. I mean, I love our Spurs. Don't get me wrong.
That's a long week. That's a rough week.
22-6 run to win the game. Wow, that's awesome. I will be going to Hooters shortly. Actually, look at the Spurs schedule coming up, my friends. We have 4 games next week, so we play next Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, and that's a tough schedule. Philly, OKC, Portland, who's awful, and then Minnesota. So that could be a rough week. And then the following week, we play 4 games again. Washington, Orlando, New Orleans, and Cleveland. And then we have a 4-game break. Actually, I'll have a nice break on February 4th, 5th, and 6th. Oh, shoot. No, it's not that weekend. Never mind. And then the Spurs have, they come back with a back-to-back on this. Oh, I have 3 games in 4 days again. 7th, 8th, and 10th.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be a little happy when the All-Star break gets here, and I'm off from the 15th to the 21st. Not, believe me, I love hanging out with you guys, hanging out with her, watching the Spurs, all that good stuff. But that little mid-season break, I'm going to enjoy it. I'll still be doing videos throughout the week, but I just won't be, obviously, live because, well, the team's not playing. I can't be live if the team's not playing, right? We'll talk to the chat here as we close it up.
Greg, I'm glad the dog is back in the house.
Bruce Buffer said the wrong winner. Oh, did he on the UFC? It is UFC 297 tonight. Actually, probably should get going. So
Yeah, you really do. too.
I already told my buddy Jeff I'm going to be a little late. So, my friends, thank you all for tuning in. If you haven't hit the thumbs up on the way out, please, or haven't thumbs up, hit the thumbs up. Please hit it on the way out. On the behalf of Miss TSR, Bear, Grogu, Baby Coyote, Selena, and myself, what you gonna do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Go Spurs, go!